welcome. Are the servers being worked on? Constant freezing and lagging is kind of frustrating.
Yeah, we're kind of aware of the current situation with the servers since our patch and update and everything, and collecting a lot of information. Especially if we encounter any issues this time around, I'm gonna leverage this opportunity to gather more data, and come Monday, I'm gonna start raising hell.
Yeah, I think this answers the question earlier as well. Can they talk about Rhodey?
No, can't talk about Rhodey at this time because what was shown was incomplete and not the final product. Does not represent the final version of her.
Oh, that girl.
She is right aboard, though.
Rhodey doesn't exist. No one's heard of Rhodey.
Who's that? She's a figment. Just an idea.
Yeah. Rosita, thank you so much for the follow. And got me. Love the name. Asks, what about Save the Days? Notice sometimes you'll get two, if lucky, then nobody.
Sorry, can you reiterate that last bit of it?
So he's asking about Save the Days, because sometimes they notice that you'll get two, if lucky, and then you get nobody.
Okay, sometimes you'll have people come in and save the day, and other times you don't.
Yeah.
So I definitely watch because I'm able to see the traffic of Save the Days, i.e. when the server requests, when the instance requests that, hey, there's somebody missing, we need to get somebody in, and then versus when somebody queues up and says, hey, I'm available to save the day. Right now, it looks like the metrics are a little healthy. I need to probably do a little bit more digging to make sure that information's accurate, because, yeah, there are those anecdotal instances in which you don't get somebody to come in and help you in time, and you have to, just play through with a disadvantage, which sucks. So it's going to be a long war on trying to improve that system.
All right. So the next question comes from... It's Tusha. Do reports do anything?
Yes.
Well, that's a very simple answer.
I mean, the implication in that question is the person believes that they don't work, but I assure you that they do. They do get actioned upon, as our buddy Radar puts it.
All right. And how they balance the teams if 8 solos get into a match. So how do you balance the teams if 8 solos get into a match?
That's something that I'm not quite equipped with answering at this time. I need to have some pretty heavy conversations about how we matchmake and how our back-end systems work. That was not something that I was immediately exposed to throughout working on the project. That was on somebody else's plate, but now it's on my plate. I need to allocate the time and people to wrangle to have those conversations. So I can answer that question. Right now I can't. I'm sorry.
All right. A lot of time when my game attempts to put me into Save the Day game, it cancels right as it starts. So this is another question for Save the Day.
I've observed that too. That's a little strange. It could be that when you requested, there's probably a timeout that may have happened between the instance like, hey, we need somebody. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Or somebody else slipped in past you and got in before you. That can happen. So that's probably what you saw. But if there's a bit of if you see this at a higher frequency, any of you out there, just let me know, and I'll start an investigation. It's being weird.
Alright, and let's do one last one before we actually start the customs. Any hints for the changes coming to ranked?
Some glitcher?
I'm definitely wanting to, the really
How's it
easy
going,
thing
man?
to say is that I want to increase the band count, because we have 25 rogues in the roster, and only banning 2 is, for the longest time, is not great, so we're probably going to increase it to a total of 4 bans total in the match, so 2 per side. And in addition to, I'm going to I'm wanting to raise the requirements in response to that. I have to raise the rogue requirement, owned rogue requirement, from 10 to 12, and then I'm raising the player level requirement from 10 to 25. So you need a lot more games under your belt to get into ranked, and you have to just own more rogues.
Good answer.
Okay, good. Nice. So, Rad, you wanna go into matches with us? And actually, let's do one more because it's a highlighted big message from Rosita. Hi, I'm from the Latam community. My question is, since Ace Leon is no longer representing Latam, we used to talk to him regarding Latam stuff, including the partner program, which the requirements were lower than NA East. The requirements are still the same for the Latam community, or is it now only the NA East requirements per partner?
I still need to sit down with Rathar and rebuild that program and identify what those requirements are. So hopefully we can get that sorted this month. Please hang in there, because we definitely want to get, vet more and get more creators and partners partnered in our program.
Okay, nice. So, can someone start the custom? Maybe King?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Troy.
On it. Shoot range, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What game mode are we all thinking? Strikeout? Demo?
Yeah, let's do strikeout. No, not demo.
Good one. That was good.
Okay.
Good one. Right.
Let's see. Let's go for Breach. I like Breach.
While they do that, let's continue with some of these things.
There's Gay Bowling. I think that is everyone on my list at the moment.
Hello, Toriko. How are you doing?
I exist.
Me. Oh, boy.
Boss, can you invite, I think, is Posh on my friends list?
I am.
Let's have a look.
I got a question for Jared. When will I be higher to high res? This is coming from Gecko.
I don't know, did he apply?
Did you apply? Any thoughts on PvE?
I need to fix bots first. I need to make our bots play good.
Get on that.
We can even consider anything like PvE.
Boss, is there anyone you can invite?
Yeah.
I'm looking through my list, and I don't see Posh.
Guys, it would be easier to highlight your message if you can. Now, give me a second, because I just say I am sick. Very convenient at this time.
And you're still pulling through, baby. Let's go.
Okay.
Is Matt playing?
I am. Maybe.
Right.
He is. What was your in-game name? I think I might already have you on here.
Yeah, Matt is here, right?
Here, I'll send you it. Make it easier. Otherwise, letters will get jumbled around. Otherwise, I can send you an invite on here and copy it out.
Here.
There we go.
Ah.
Ooh, I like this organization. Let's do just this. Exactly this.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, King's got it, right? Imagine.
Right, and Rad, do you want to join us? Wants to join, I will be spectating, and it will be
What's up,
make
Harry?
it easier for me to continue reading through the questions. Right, what is your in-game name now? Alright guys, if you actually
Just
want
wait,
to join
Glitcher. Because right now we're playing with a bunch of other creators and the lead developer.
You can just type ! Join, and we'll
So-
get you in. Also, I do have my in-game name in there too as well.
It's
so
not,
you can just
Right now we're
add me as a
just
friend
playing with
and I
us,
can invite
answering
you.
questions. So if you have a question, you can drop it in the chat, and I'll ask Jared.
Ranked kinda needs to be level 100 and above. Ooh,
That's a really low flag.
that that is really a long time, but I do agree on it being above 10.
Yeah.
Better plug in those account
I'd
boosters.
say 30 or 50. I think hundreds overextending, but I don't play rank, so probably need to.
I'm just Rathar.
Oh, he is.
Oh, I can't find you, Rathar. Am I writing that wrong?
I already invited him. I already got him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got the boy.
Great.
Nice.
And who else wants to join? You joined the Q daughters, and so let's get in. Oh, it's okay, I hack and daughters. Daughters, can you please add me so I can invite you? Or just give me your in-game name.
Alright.
How does the system balance PC console players?
I saw that question. It's my same thing. It's matchmaking stuff. I'm not equipped to answer that one yet.
All right.
I saw a couple people ask about level cap. I've mentioned it in several avenues. Yeah, hopefully we can uncap it for player level for 3.2. So hang in there.
Is there any news on what number you are thinking of?
Hopefully infinite.
Infinite, or
As far as it can go.
Alright, we'll make it 1,000 then.
I have our systems designer. She's working on it, and just gonna see how far she can take it.
oh,
Yeah, that's exciting. I have yet to reach 550, so I'm working my way there. Mm-hmm.
I am almost there. I am at 520.
that's crazy.
I can imagine 5 years from now, the cap is raised of like 1,000 something. That should be interesting to see.
Yeah. Oh, this guy hacks, alright.
All right. Okay, so you guys, I think you know how to balance yourselves.
Just
make this a bit
put me on
balanced.
Jared's team so that he can be canon.
Play Cannon. I'm gonna put him on the shelf for a bit.
Which one of us three? That's it.
I think this is quite fair. I think.
Hey, we got it, bro.
Starters, yeah. Hack plays quite frequently. Yeah, I think we should be okay.
Yeah, then go for it.
Jared's cannon shreds. I go.
And the next question is coming from Griffin. Griffin, how are you doing?
Griffin,
Does
what a
Jared? I know, absolutely.
Let's go.
Right, so does Jared and the rest of his team have constant back problems from carrying around this amazing game?
No, we do plenty of back exercises so we can handle it.
He goes to the gym, right?
A lot of deadlifting. We're good.
Nice. Could you ask Jared if in next update when someone dashboards and the team needs to weigh the entire selection screen? Yes.
Yeah, there's currently a task on one of our programmers to add some detection logic for when somebody, bricks out of a rogue select during ranked, and we can kick everyone back to lobby so that you don't have to wait until the end of it. That's a problem that I definitely want to fix, because that sucks. That's like 7 minutes of your time if somebody kicks out early.
That would be really, really helpful.
Who should I ban?
I can never find Rogue fan art on Google, so what you and Darklight?
Bye.
She's nerfed already.
Absolutely.
She's actually a really decent spot right now.
I mean, Darius is not here. Just get forever.
Whatever.
There's one pick. If you pick, I will be.
There's not really any character that stands out as much now, does it? Is there?
Let's go with that.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
This might be like the first time that Lancer's not in like the best character.
I feel like Jared did put her in her place.
She's definitely in her place now.
That's how she should be.
Do you know what? I'm gonna put her in her place. Bang!
Coward.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna put her in her place.
The arbitrator can't hurt you anymore.
No, it cannot.
Well,
Right, so let's go for one more question about the mythic wraps. How are they looking
Let's save some people.
to reintroduce
Whatever
mythic
works.
wraps?
They're gonna come. Yeah, they're gonna show up in one of our future event passes. Don't worry. I want to fill out the full weapon roster with mythics. That's what I care about for sure.
And the Sahara will have like 5 of them.
God no. I would be so upset. He's got enough.
I agree.
Alright. This one comes for all the
I'm
cheaters.
picking last, by the way. I always pick last.
Oh no.
That's for last, dude.
You ready to go?
Are you all confident in your current anti-cheat, and how constantly are the reports monitored?
Monitored pretty closely, and it's an ongoing effort dealing with cheaters. And whenever you encounter them, report them. The system picks them up and deals with them.
Daughters, I hate you.
Eyes up.
Line them up, knock them down.
Because people be dodging against me. Yo, Rads with the wink too.
I see you need the guidance of an expert.
One of the best things about this
Hey,
trip-
Jared, I need some words with you. Ooh.
Oh,
Go on then.
Okay, say your words.
Go on.
hang on. Are you talking to me or them?
No, them.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Also, who's the traitor? Could we get a hint? Because all the clues lead to Dima or Dallas. And I don't want it to be Dima. Ooh.
It's the weirdest two choices to make. Is all
Jacko
It's
won't
Trent.
even know what.
He betrayed himself.
He blew his own leg off and he someone was serious for no reason. He tripped over his own barbed wire and fell on the claymore.
Ooh, respected thinking stuff.
I see Jared rocking the best skin ever.
Blew up and fell for us. Awesome.
I hate it when you do that. You just like, you know what? Play strip mine.
We'll see how Jared plays, guys. Jared, do you want me to still ask you questions while in game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
King.
Here's a gift. Enjoy.
Right. When the enemy team only consists of one player and later rounds do not save the day, the game should count as a loss for the one remaining player and get cancelled.
Get it back.
Okay, this is save the day. Rather than question.
I shot right.
Oops.
Objective secured.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that one?
Oh,
Not on
that
my
was a statement.
Jesus.
Oh, should not have bled out.
Yeah, y'all can carry me for a little bit. I'm on my pistol round because
I'm gonna leave them do their thing, guys, for a bit. You continue asking questions.
Tosh being a true support.
Yes, I always do that with support.
Always.
One shot right here. Shot right here.
Here's a gift.
He's one right there.
Fine.
I hate that.
Enemy spot. Over here.
I'm cheating since season 1. That's crazy.
Alright, so look.
Third thing. What's the most exciting feature coming in? Okay,
Enjoy.
this is a good one.
Objective secured.
So Alier is asking, what's the most exciting feature coming in 3.2?
It's a lot of the rank changes that I want to do.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is. That's what I
Oh!
Is we only play ranks.
Here's a gift. Enjoy.
That's how that did that.
What about those who use a Corona Sin? Whoa. Whoa, big words coming from Duffy.
Keep up the pressure.
Oh, the
Smaller
Cronus
words.
babies.
This should help the hurt.
Yes,
They should be ashamed of themselves.
exactly. Let's spectate Rathar, guys. Let's see if he still got it.
He's got it. I can confirm.
He's got it? Okay, let's see. Can you ask Jared when we will get a runway skin that is just her outfit from the first trailer?
Eventually.
Eventually.
The That's not her original outfit. Oh, keep rolling.
Oh, Gecko says that you liked his artwork that he posted on Twitter and it made his day.
You're out of luck. No more reinforcements
Ooh,
available.
sniper.
Enemy spotted. Here's a gift. Enjoy.
He's happy inside Gecko, I'm sure.
Enemies are out of reinforcements.
Oh no, that was terrible timing.
We've been wiped out.
Yo, Rad, what was that, my boy?
It's close.
Crazy. How long until the ranks reset? Please, I want to grind.
That'll hopefully be for 3-2 when the actual season starts.
So in the next update. Right,
Not the next
hello
update,
there.
the next update's the
How's up?
Alright. Oh my god, I thought that. Okay, good. How are you doing, Admontium? Sorry, I butchered your name. Is there any news on leaderboards coming? That's, yeah.
Well,
We already covered that, Xerex. This is a very frequently asked question.
It's good though, you know, it shows
Yeah, absolutely.
more demand, you know.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
It gives them...
Okay.
Brad missing all of his shots. Crazy. Let's go to
Oh,
King Sal. Let's see how he's getting wrecked.
oh no, don't look at me.
Let's go.
And wait up, I'm gonna have an arrow in a second, watch this.
Question for Jared. Okay, so they're asking about all the issues with the server.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, we're aware. We're looking
Thank
into
you.
it.
Oh, I need that. Enemy spotted.
So they are working on fixing the servers, guys. We just have to have a little bit more patience.
Need data.
And we need data. Absolutely. Where can I message Jared? You can always find Jared on Twitter. Make sure you follow him. Hannah, how are you doing? Will you be joining us for some lovely
Here's a
games?
gift.
Is it possible for them to add 100 elims to 66 TDM?
Potentially, I need to see how long that makes the matches. Unless we're happy with having very long matches.
66s, yeah.
No.
Thank you for all the follows, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful day.
Getting revealed.
Is there any talk of Wingman or Umbra? Someone new from Jackal who can use a new weapon? Hopefully an LMG? That is a very interesting question.
Asking for a new Jackal Rogue? That's being said, Fox.
A Wingman for Umbra, basically.
Oh, like a sidekick or,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, we had a sniper.
Oh, sorry, get shot at. I'll answer in a minute. I mean, yeah, we're always thinking about new rogues and whatnot.
Defend it.
Whatever fits the
Out
narrative.
of reinforcements. Finish the job.
Oh, whoever the trader is, I'll join him, huh?
Mysterious. Where are you,
I
buddy?
would love a new
Yes, come join.
girl. A new Jackal. I always thought it would be because I think 1 or 2 seasons ago in the loading screen there used to
Gotcha.
be like a mysterious like hooded girl, women talking to who was it, Fixer?
Fixer.
All enemies have been eliminated.
So I thought that would have been like a next Jackal character. Because we still don't know who that mysterious hooded woman is.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
No.
Assumed it was Kestrel.
You'll know when you know.
Alright, some people are asking about the glitches that are happening. So when you go to throw Vice Poison, get stuck in your hand. same with like fire. Sometimes you throw it and it doesn't throw, or it just stays in your hand.
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard of it. If you can get me footage, we can chase that down.
I've experienced it a few, very few times with grenades, where it just stays in your hand.
Is the level cap increase coming anytime soon?
Here's a gift.
He
Enjoy.
did already answer that, Igor, and
Hopefully for
he
free.
said, yeah.
Oh shoot. Bro's got a gun. That's
1-1. Crazy.
Someone behind him.
Hi, boing boing.
Come in here, Kimon.
Well,
Enemy
What's that bug, Jared?
Not on my watch.
hello, Sony boy.
No! Wrong way!
Definitely. I need that. Thank you.
Hey, bullet!
Darius, where are you? Oh, he's here. Nice.
Sorry, I'm in chat, but I'm
Yeah, I just saw your name.
preoccupied. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I should be able to you all the next match.
Oh, Solar is asking about seeing your friends or teammates' profiles. Stats like KD level, win rate.
Oh, shoot! Not behind one shot.
Numbers are mostly wrong.
Make them count. We have control of the objective.
Viewing profile stuff, that's interesting. It's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed them.
Let's get back.
Don't you dare throw that axe in me. I know you have it.
Oh, why you think safety?
Last question. This is one I've been thinking about. If any of the rogues had romantic feelings between each other, which rogues would it be? Switchblade X Ronin. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
I can see that.
Last pairing? Who's shipping? What?
Yeah, I know, right? They're asking about romantic feelings between the rogues and then Switchblade and Ronin.
Well, Switchblade's already got a thing with Juke, doesn't she?
I see.
Really?
At least that was what the narrative event there, or like whatever that reveal there
I
was.
know, I love that.
Who's like
Or it was like there was that spray that Juke had in her reveal event that was like of Switchblade or something.
Here's a gift.
That was what I gathered from it anyway. Ow!
There could be like a spin-off rogue dating sim.
No way.
I would download that in a heartbeat.
Nice. Alright, next. Can you ask Jared about the dual voyeurs being in the game but not being able to use them?
Yeah, they're not supposed to be, so I made them useless, so you can't guess what they're about.
There you go.
It was the only thing I could do at the time.
What about add a mode that we can start with all perks and max weapon?
Yeah, that's neat. I like that. I've been thinking about all these other kind of game modes to kind of slip into quick play for sure.
Team Rogue.
I've always thought I would.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like
is.
that.
Especially for like new players as well.
Like a mystery rogue mode where every time you
Oh,
die,
yeah, random. Or that.
that would be amazing.
Objective secure.
And that will be a good way to get people to like try out different rogues and you know.
Oh, come on. Oh, no.
The melee is out.
The low below.
Season stat reset, so we see how we improve or downgrade per season.
Enemies have control.
This is coming from Fredo. Oh no. So, this is for everyone talking about SMGs, guys. You're a good player.
Get wrecked!
If you're
Wow.
Oh, King, I see you.
No, you don't.
I just want the trailers for new seasons and Battle Pass to come back. The last season trailer felt that it was just thrown there. Well, at least give us something. And this preseason didn't get a trailer. Hopefully we can get back those detailed look at what's coming next. They want a trailer.
It's something that I value, and when we can crank one out, we will.
Oh, that felt.
Oh, bro.
That was insulting.
They are working on that. We already answered that question for hopefully the next update. The proof of cheating, no entry. Oh, that's your own tournament.
Revenge.
Daughters, you should either like send it to one of us, the partners, and we will
Business.
give forward the clip, because that will really help. You got a spare Cronus for me? Ooh.
Sorry, Cable. I acknowledge that.
Crazy questions in chat.
Whatever it is.
Here's a gift. Enjoy.
After that Kestrel.
No more reinforcements available.
Brad, I see you should not be able to get up.
Oh my god.
Personal.
Will we still be able to get reputation from the new uncapped levels?
It's passed to my system designer, and she's got to figure out what rewards we want to give people for leveling up that high. Could be reputation, could be something else. Who knows?
No. Oh.
It's a good game.
Damn.
Jared, do you feel that Vi might be OP?
I think she's a little oppressive. She has a lot of
Two charges of her poison stuff, tear gas, Molotov. Like, what else are you gonna throw?
so there's definitely a balance of like, I do want her identity to be that of like a zoning controller type, with like the AOEs to kind of like dissuade people from being in an area. There's some things that I'm thinking about on how to like retain that identity without it being so obnoxious.
Yeah, she's pretty much like the most offensive of the defenders right now.
Right.
Right, I'll send the invites. There
Alright.
we go, got your now posture.
Guys, if anyone would like to join, you're more than welcome to type !join and we'll invite you to the games.
Let's see, I should have Brad for... Okay, for some reason he's not on the list.
Where am I at? Join.
Any talk of potential future weapon release? The LMG seems to have a lot of room to improve.
Just challenging my dyslexia right now.
Alright, let me read this question. Any talk of potential future weapon release? The LMG seems to have a lot of room to improve, as well as the DMR or sniper.
Well, I think there's plenty of DMRs right now, but yeah, between snipers and LMGs, I think there's still room for unique LMGs and snipers that have their own identity. It would require some slight adjustments between the, like for example, the Maw and the Conviction. I have to nudge them in different directions so that I can slot in a LMG that kind of like sits in the middle between the two, because the Maw is kind of like almost like an SMG LMG hybrid. That's kind of weird to say. And the Conviction's like the big, heavier, chunkier one. So finding one that kind of sits in the middle there, I'd have to make some slight tweaks between the two of them, so that at least stat-wise, there's room for a unique LMG.
There we go.
Keep everything unique.
Oh, invite error. I can't invite Brad. I don't know if Brad Fast still wants to play.
Brad, are you still in for some games?
I'll invite him if he wants to join.
He's not on
Yeah,
my...
okay.
Yeah, here he is. I got him.
He joined. I don't want to mess up the question queue. Can Jared do a double rogue XP, please?
We just did.
Give me things.
Leave it on.
Oh, and
Yeah, we just did it.
where is he?
Jared and the other creators, hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Jad. Just wanted to ask what kind of balance changes will be happening in the balance patch, like baby Hydra nerfs, 30 bullet mag max perhaps?
Oh, I love the hydrant. Leave that gun alone.
That's really hard.
It's getting touched. It's slapping a little too hard.
I get it, right?
It's supposed to be like our biggest, chunkiest assault rifle. So it needs to behave like one. And right now it's kind of like with Runway. There's a little too much cake having and eating it, kind of situation where it's just kind of the best. It's got a lot of bullets, and its fire rate's decent, and it doesn't have that much of a recoil.
Too good.
A little too good. So,
A little caked out right now.
Right. So J Static, are you still here? And Solar Music, both of you. You guys are next in queue?
I actually have Jay Static on my friend list. Are we inviting him?
Yeah, just invite them.
I got him.
And also
And
just
Solar.
keep in mind now, like with the removal of speed and toughness, like a majority of our roster is now, holistically weaker, and that weapon is still very strong. So,
It's true.
so a lot of the durability that I rip that stuff out. So we have to keep a close eye on weapon damage and TTKs to make sure that it's still in a good spot.
Yeah,
for
someone-
the kind of gameplay that we want.
I remember on Twitter just recently today was like, can you buff the arbitrator? It does no damage. I'm like, it does 80 damage. What are you talking about? They're like, well, I was trying to shoot from 30 meters away, and I'm like, well, there's your issue. Get up close.
It's either land the one headshot or don't miss your double shot.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna kill somebody within the respective range that you need to be in to kill somebody.
Right.
Another great thing with the speed and thingy is that Seeker's Arrow now can one-down people again.
Yes.
That's great news. That is the best thing ever.
Yeah, Seeker got two indirect buffs with him not being so squishy, and also the bow.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's meta.
Great. Now I can watch
No, he's
him
not.
by his head and trying to bow people again, which is really fun.
Compilations, bro.
Alright, J Static is not here.
It's gross Hanzo mains out there.
Dude, that was sick.
Let's get Clutch Chick in. The love chick.
I absolutely love his voice lines.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, you're amazing.
You can combine them.
Does anyone see Club Chick on their friend list?
Let's have a look.
I have her. Here you go. I happen to
Nice.
have her. How convenient.
Let's go.
And I'll send
Nice.
friends requests as well.
Let's continue.
Alright, well, this was the team last game, so I gotta change it up, guys.
There we go. So the fate. Oh, and there we go. Club Chick has chosen her fate. Right, let's
You want
start.
to shuffle a bit, or?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Has somebody sent me an invite?
Let's have a look.
Or am I too late?
You're too late. You can start
Okay.
me though.
Otherwise, I can move to spectator for this one. I don't mind.
So what do we think of the swap up then? Who wants to go where?
Just
Come over
me.
here, I'll see. Whoever wants to.
All right.
Because Raptor himself is cracked, so I
think this should be good.
don't know
Okay.
how many
Alright.
music is or whatever, so.
Alright, let's continue. Why do I need 10 rogues to play ranked? I was so hyped I got level 10. You only own 6 standard.
Buddy.
Be good.
Because, it's a math thing, if you think about it. It's 4v4, which is 8 players. You have one ban from each side, that's an extra 2. So, if you only have 6 rogues, and everybody's kind of picked all the ones that you have and banned 2, you don't have any rogues left to pick, and that's a fail state in the matchmaking. Not matchmaking, but rogue select, and you won't be able to actually play. So we have to set the requirement of, well, you need to own this minimum number so that if everyone picked all of your rogues and banned all of your rogues, you still had one rogue to fall on.
I think it also supports the whole thing of ranked, because ranked is that sort of public competitiveness, and if you really want to play ranked, then you're going to have to earn that, and if you really love the game, then playing the casuals and doing that should be a good motive as well.
Also, hopefully when you're acquiring rogues, you're also playing them and getting more familiar with the rogue so that you understand how to play that rogue, but also how to play against that rogue.
It's just gonna get no love again.
Lancer just does not exist in these streams, bro.
Will we see the arms race game mode return?
Potentially.
Wait, what's
I
that?
do like I think quick play is a good place for those fun arcadey game
yeah.
modes.
Yeah, quick play is awesome. Alright, Sean, what are we doing?
Are you guys working on fixing the glitch where Ronan can't throw her a knife?
I need to investigate that one if you can get me footage. Because, like, you need, like, whenever there's issues, so quick, like, PSA on this is, like, if you encounter a bug, don't always assume that we already know the issue.
One step closer
like,
to our
get us
goals.
footage,
Oh,
and,
sorry,
like, if
King.
you're able to, like, reliably have it happen, like, get that
I'll lead us to
recording
victory.
and get that
Follow my
information to
orders.
us so that we
Hit
know how to
your
fix it,
shots.
because more often than not, you guys are going to find more bugs than we are. And because there's literally like millions of you that play every day, that's way more reps than what my team will do in our work days. So when you find them, report them and let us know, and we'll work to fix them.
Okay, GT's daughters, you can always rejoin the queue, guys. Just type !join. Okay, next question is,
We got
can
this.
you add a feature that make me know if my friends are in game or are in lobby? I think this was before.
Yeah, we've kind of acknowledged that that's like a problem with the with our socials not working properly, because it used to show people that, and then suddenly it didn't. So
Yeah.
it's definitely in our backlog to like look into and fix.
Okay. Next, because of the two bands and you can't pick the same rogues, you need at least 10 rogues for it to work. Alright, that is the statement from Levik. Last question. When is Canals coming back or get a new map? I have always asked for a Puerto Rico, Cuba, or Dominican Republic map.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey. Canals will come back when she's good and ready.
You take point.
It will be this year.
Spotted. Weapons hot.
My
Yo,
favorite
Yonis,
map will be
how are
back.
you, brother?
The way I put it is later than you hope, sooner than you want. One of the two. So later than you want, sooner than you think.
Jared, bring
Got
back
it,
100
I
thieves,
think.
the last skins I need. Thanks.
My math be bad.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. He wants his thieves. Potentially.
Oh, Igor wants the accent farm back in store too.
I've heard that a couple of times.
Yeah, a lot of people want that.
On your feet and back in the fight. I didn't say you can die.
That makes sense regarding the LMG. I would suggest not releasing it before season 15 at the earliest, maybe with a new rogue as in Brody with a new weapon. Thoughts?
Have the objective.
I mean, that's a suggestion for sure.
Hey. Can Jared bring back character selection during halftime on demo?
There's a bug that we need to fix in order to do that, because that's what's kind of keeping us from doing it. The issue being that there's just a chance in which you just retain the passive of the previous rogue you played. That's not great. Haven't quite figured that out. Why that is. Nice cheeky bounce grenade.
Back in the fight.
Inksta and
Seeker's
Expo
good
is scary.
again.
Yeah. He's back, guys. He's back. Eunice.
Ish.
I need Griffin energy. Where is Griffin?
Get out of that corner.
Great.
Oh, I threw that myself.
Rambo, hello. Polly, thank you for the follow. Was crouch spamming meant to be nerfed?
Crouch spamming, yes. The answer is yes.
That's illegal.
There you go, Brody.
You probably didn't have like the best solution in for it, and I apologize for that. And I think we definitely need a more graceful one. But it's kind of on our side, it's not the best tactic. That's a little weird and not core to our gameplay. It's goofy. It's goofy shit.
I got you, bro.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, Braduk is in the chat.
Let's go.
Braduk, where are you? Why are you not playing with us? Will we ever see a larger map like what I believe Windward and High Castle are supposed to be? Maybe could be used for Battlezone or 66. Or perhaps some even larger team than 66.
What in the heck is going on, bro? You guys got swarmed.
Yeesh.
So larger game modes beyond 6v6. That's gonna take some looking into. There's a lot of constraints when it comes to going beyond.
Oh. That feels good to see, I'm sure.
Yeah, you should ban Seeker from now on. Just get on his nerves. Get on his nerves. Can you tell him I like pie? Okay, Lassus said he likes pie. Jared?
Enjoy your pie.
Enjoy your pie.
I'm proud of you.
When you remove toughness, now a green Semtex can down you. Can you please lower the damage of the bomb gadget? Everything can down you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You tell people.
It's a good thing to remember in life.
Like what that, like if we lowered it to where it didn't, if a lethal wasn't lethal to yourself, if you messed up, then a degenerate tactic would be to just get in a situation where you could just throw it at yourself and, well, I'm probably kill others but not yourself. So yeah, it's not great.
Oh my god. I'd like to report a murder.
Oh my god, he's on our 6. Oh, you're gonna get shot. Oh, Posh. The boldness. She's so brave. I hit somebody up top up there.
What are you doing?
See the reveal?
And back in the fight. I didn't say you can die.
It's okay not to investigate. Right there.
One tap.
Up top, right there behind you guys.
Watch your stick.
Oh, man.
No!
Get out of the corner!
Fine, tenacity.
Yeah, there's a Dima. Buy tenacity.
Oh. Alright, Rag is flying away.
Not yet.
Oh shit. Was I muted the whole time? No. We did answer the question having, okay, he said no.
King, why don't you have lifeline?
Let's move here. Hey, I'm proud of you.
Alright, Jared,
I give my
there's a
boy
question
Trench
about
up.
Much
the bug
appreciated.
where you come out of the ship and you can still hear the... You can still basically hear the sound when you hit the floor. Of the air.
The sound of the Chimera?
Yeah. The air, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Come here. Yeah.
Oh.
I got tenacity.
Took that one. Tenacity, baby.
Sounds like I need a high blaster.
Oh no! Oh, hi there.
Oh, I didn't see him. What the heck?
Oh my gosh. Well, they're right here.
Could there be a mode where we get to fight the Jackal soldiers? Because I see their symbol everywhere, but never get to fight them.
I mean, you
Maybe
fight
the
Umber every
PvE.
day.
You
There
do,
you
I
go.
can confirm.
He said he needs to fix the bots.
And sometimes Anvil and,
You surprised.
Oh my god. So funny.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's lower that so that we can actually hear them speak.
On that.
Sorry, just after my stepdad's dinner and just just thought I'd pop in. Thank you so much, Duke. My question, keep playing boss and keep carrying Sean. Let's go. This is what I would like to hear.
Nocturne.
No, that's Duke. My controller stopped working, so please forgive my poor MNK gameplay. Okay, Raptor is MNK now, and we're gonna spectate.
It is my personal mission to destroy Solar.
Why was Bloom added to SMGs?
To make them more like...
Exactly. Would you like to ask some more about that, Jared?
Yeah, so the weapons got into a state in which they had perfect accuracy, more so, and they were more reliable than assault rifles and DMRs at all ranges. So they needed to be addressed. Don't be reviving over there. And wanted to give them more of an identity of a closer range weapon so that when you are dealing with targets within a respectable range that fits for that weapon, you will be at 100% effectiveness. You are being effective.
That Dima skin is absolute fire.
We get an explanation.
No, that's the one I didn't get, bro.
The one I don't have.
Purple Stalker costs more than a nade? When a nade is way more useful.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Why Purple Stalker costs way more than a grenade?
Yeah. When a nade is way more useful. Same with Berserker being same price as a nade.
So, those are definitely an apples to oranges situation. You are choosing between having a gadget that you can use and goes on cooldown versus something that persists with you throughout the entirety of the match that is an inherent buff to your character. So don't get too hung up on like the comparative pricings between those things. They have different roles and different purposes.
Like for instance, you could go against
Oh my god!
the grenade is literally, meaningless as much.
Do they know about the issue about the broken gadget recharges after rounds?
Oh, nice try. Sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
About the broken gadget recharge after the rounds.
If you can give me some footage on that, that'd be great.
Is this like discussing Trench when he first buys a gadget? Because then, like, he only has this one instead of two. Like he should.
Yeah, the whole time, no type will do that. I'm trying to
He'll get the correct amount, like, every round afterward, but the first time he buys it.
Is there a way to do Wingman Battle Zone?
Ooh.
I mean, that's kind of neat. Just need a good map for it, to be honest. We couldn't do those in the smaller maps that are kind of symmetrical. That's not very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a 2v2v2 on one of our much bigger maps.
Nice try.
Oh, I like that.
Something to think about.
Damn, that armor. Crazy. Let's see here.
Get that thing out of here.
Wow.
Oh no!
What are you doing?
Are there rules for this custom? No, there aren't any rules.
So will the
SMG nerf was too much? Oh, the line, bro.
I can't help but notice that the regen field is a little cheap.
Behind.
Oh no!
Oh my god, all these... How many sticky senses are you gonna throw at us?
What are you doing?
All of them.
And back in the fight. I didn't say you can die.
Jared, is that a glitch? With sticky sensors, sometimes you actually throw it and it sticks onto the enemy.
Yeah, that is not intentional.
Yeah.
For sure.
It'd be cool if it was, because whenever it happens, I have to yell at my friends to walk away from me.
Shoot me! I usually tell them to shoot me.
Get out.
Yeah.
Right. Is it just me, or does sniping feel weird? Yo.
So, be a little more clear as to what that means?
You mean sniper flinch? Do you mean
Handle
what
weird,
exactly?
scope in.
What happens with AFK people? Because the game have this problem since day one.
What happens with is that like an observational
To
thing
the
of like?
AFK people, probably.
Sorry, can you just repeat that one more time?
What happens with the AFK people? Because the game have this problem since day one.
If they're AFK, like
You won't talk
truly
about that,
AFK,
Nate.
then they get dealt with, and hopefully the safe to stay system kind of compensates.
Brutal.
That was emotional.
Work.
Damn.
I keep choosing the losing team.
That was one round.
I keep choosing the losing team.
Westseek always should be.
I hope I can
Definitely
come
not
back
me.
to love you. Nice.
That's a really
Thank
good
you for the
name.
follow and welcome. Ranked. Bring back Bruce. Ranked? Is that your question? No, we're doing customs.
Let's have a look. Create custom lobby. Has anyone got a map suggestion? First come, first serve.
Arena.
No.
No.
I haven't played on it in a minute, bro.
And wait,
Please
should we
don't.
try Icarus with the new improvements?
Yeah, let's do that.
There we go.
There were improvements to Icarus?
Alright.
I fully believe the knight is a bit gutted. It really needed the range, and being it had to be fully upgraded, it felt alright, if not balanced, pre-update.
Get some hot tea while y'all bounce up a team.
Ooh, get me one too.
I got
Hot tea,
my
I
headphones
need some
on.
hot
Just
tea.
ring my name when y'all are ready.
Yo, I got a good one. Huh? Okay, ask for that first.
Yeah, so I understand that there's a subset of players that are not too pleased with the changes to the SMGs. It was a necessary change that needed to happen, and we're tuning them to put them in the right spot. And in addition to looking at the other weapons so that the ecosystem as a whole works well and works best. So, keep giving me valuable feedback based on your experiences. I do listen to every single one of them, be them positive or negative, and make the judgments from that collective feedback. Because every bit of feedback and every bit of testing that we do on our side challenges the hypothesis and pillars that we set for ourselves as designers for the game.
What weapon type is next?
The weapon type is next for the mid-patch. I'm looking to finish up the shotguns, i.e. bringing in their range a bit, so that they don't, cause right now people are getting very distracted over the potency of the SKL6 and to a lesser extent the strike rate by 10, in that it is stomping over some of the territory of SMGs, so wanting to rein that in a little bit, and I'm wanting to hit the Hydra for sure, but then potentially do a sweeping identity adjustment to the rest of the ARs, much akin to there's some teasers of that based on what's been done to the ARM 30K.
Yeah.
So expect those kinds of changes. Not necessarily the damage or fire rate reductions, but more so the looking at recoil, looking at the base accuracy, because the deal is I lower the base accuracy, but I up the ADS accuracy so that you maintain that great precision that assault rifles and then also DMRs can have, but their hip fire is lessened so that SMGs can have that chance in those spaces.
Right. Which I will say, I remember hearing the objection is it's hip fire. It's hip fire. That was the identity it was supposed to have. So seeing when you go into ADS, it doesn't gain any accuracy at all. Yep. It's just really neat.
It melts at 10 meters.
Right.
You will take somebody's lunch money, guaranteed.
Yeah, it is. It's just really cool to see that extra step to identity of it doesn't gain accuracy. It's hip fire, baby.
Yeah. It's hip fire, and when you get that hip fire off, it'll beat out every SMG.
Yeah,
it will.
Right,
because I upped the base damage and its fire rate's just always been insane. So it's a hornet's nest.
Yeah,
That's the identity.
it is. It's insane.
Right. So where's Matt?
Oh my god, what an idiot.
Matt, did anyone invite Matt in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Robert.
Okay, you're here, so who else we missing?
We did have
Radar?
originally.
Or Rathar.
Brad, are you still up for more games? If he's still up for more games, just invite him, and then we'll invite Tortellini after Robert. Right, let's continue. Hey Jared, in the last creator stream when I brought up a potential buff to Glitch's passive, you said you might consider it. Any word on whether that's going to go through or not?
I definitely want to consider it still. It's more of like when I get around to them on how I want to best address their ability. Because definitely I get a lot of feedback of like, man, I wish we brought it back to the old one, but the old one had its own problems in of itself from emergent gameplay. So whenever I can get around to their ability, I'll look to their passive and see what I can do to make that character play more interestingly, as opposed to I just press a button and I hack the whole world.
I mean, in my opinion, it almost feels like with his perk change, he's less tanky now. Like, he doesn't have epic tenacity, he doesn't have epic armor. So, like, he's a little bit more that, like, intel, especially with, like, tracker rounds and all that, with legendary tracker rounds. So, like, it almost is, like, bringing back that range attack almost, like, fits that identity better that it seems to be going for, but that's just me.
Yeah, I definitely adjusted them to be a bit more squirrely, as opposed to just pushing in and getting.
They're not as
fights.
offensive anymore, which I like.
Yeah. So when I can put around and look at the ability and see what a better change for that identity, that's when I'll start looking at the passive as well.
Yeah.
Demolition.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Demolition,
Demolition.
like
Sugar. Sorry,
ever.
this was Strikeout. Oh well.
This changes everything.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Slow game.
I got peppermint tea. I got some tea. Also,
Ban glitch.
Man, get Lantern on that too, real quick.
Ban glitch.
We're a team, damn it.
Look, this is okay, it's us or them.
Don't you dare do it, AC. Don't you.
Oh. You know, I think since this demo now, everyone's like just cranked up the like try hard.
I'm glad I'm not playing.
Just watching it all
Right, so another question is there anything you can do about the rank contracts? Because I play in Oceania region, and I am unable to find any games of quick play or ranked, and get put in Asia or American servers.
Well, I know that the ranked contracts aren't behaving as well as they should. We're looking into that as well. In terms of your ranked situation, of like you getting directed to different servers, that's hinging on your player pool in that region, and Kings to pick a character. And what time when you queue up, because that's kind of like what influences if your player pool is too small, it'll look to find you the best match that's closest to you.
I'm online. Signal strong.
Let's go right.
Which I understand can be a bit of problematic based on the regions that you live in.
Alright.
Who to play?
Think it
through.
Is it intentional, Jared, for reviving to be as loud as it is? Because it feels like a rave is going on every single time I revive someone.
That's with a normal revive or
like a normal revive and not like a drone or Dahlia revive.
So I have to review it to see like how long that attenuation is, because it could very well be like maybe it is too loud and it gives too strong of a tell. I'm definitely not happy with the current, like, air quotes, difficulty of reviving people when you're not Dahlia or Saint.
Stay close to me.
So I think that whole system needs to be improved in some way.
Or even, like, if there can be, like, a perk that silences your revives or whatever that needs to be done.
Oh, yo, that's okay, cool.
That'd be pretty
Silence revive, bro. That's put on the board. That sounds cool.
I'm not sure how that would work with, again, like, Dahlia's really loud yelling at you or Saint's drone, but... Sorry, encouragement, not yelling.
Involved in this game now.
I think also that annoying thing that happens sometimes when you're gonna revive someone and you end up reloading your gun, and then you end up not having enough time to revive someone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was known a while ago and was like, we want to, like, or that you wanted to put different buttons to things, but it was just really hard with console, obviously, having limited amount.
Right, so Igor is asking about watching ads for Reputation. Holy.
That's nicely done.
Right, for example, he lives in Sweden and he doesn't have that option.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I was trying to find cover.
Yeah. Let me find you. And you're dead. GG. Now that he's gone, Igor is asking, the watching ads to get reputation system does not work in certain countries. For example, he lives in Sweden and he doesn't have that feature. Is there a way to fix this?
If it's, we do have restrictions based on regions because those countries have regulations against such things. So that's more of your country than
Let's go.
So,
that's true, yeah.
I've noticed.
Granted, I will say that we did have some difficulties with just, this is more for everyone else, with that feature not quite working, and I think I think we're still working on a solution for that one. I apologize to those that do have access to it.
Rathor does thank you for reviving some of the love he had for Rogue.
Good. Glad to hear it, bud.
And yeah, he did do this for a lot of us. Did someone ask about cost yet? Can we get an ETA about it? About cost? Why is it not in the game? Yeah.
Because it got real funky, and we're not sure why. I have a programmer looking into it and trying to understand that.
That's for you, Pixie? Gonna let him focus.
I heard that
between
minigun.
rounds?
Enemies have armed the bomb. Disarm it.
Oh, here, bro. Here, bro. Bro, I got you.
Oh, they're healing.
What the new Saint regeneration is.
Watch your back, bud. Watch back, bud.
You okay?
Right there.
Oh.
Get him with that axe. Get him. Get him.
Nice.
Let's go.
Right here.
Get him. Let's go. Oh, no.
Ballet's bro.
So, Jared, when's the new perk coming in that you can invest in, like, immunity to melee weapons?
Tenacity.
Nah, give it where it's at, baby.
Melee's. Oh,
Tenacity is the answer to that. For now.
That's true, yes.
Okay, what's up next is, do you think you overturned the SMGs? Because the effective range is so low that all the shotguns are overpowering it.
I've answered this question already.
Yeah, a lot of people are coming in new, talking about SMGs.
So we've made adjustments, and we're continuing to watch the data and get feedback.
I know who I need to
on how
protect
this is
right now.
faring. So, like I said, I understand that there is a small subset of our players that dislike the changes. And again, like I said, we're making adjustments so that the weapons behave as they should, based on their type. And all weapons are going to get looked at in that regards.
Alright. Now, you do your round, and we'll get you with another question soon.
Move here.
Runway's over there.
Imagine doing tactical comms. in a full group chat.
Hey, shush! I know what I'm doing. No, no. So they're over here.
Got a pick.
We're on C. We're on
Enemies
C.
on the move.
I trust you, Ballin.
Right here. There's a guy right
I
there
trust
on the
you.
X. Watch out.
Those got that legend. Oh! You know what you do. Place that E. Let's go. Run!
Nice. Quick. Oh no.
Ah!
That's it.
Oh! Let's go!
Alright.
I was questioning your choose of Dallas, but not anymore.
Buddy.
Yeah, hey, mainly blind. I know that the down death ratio on your player stats is a little messed up. I'm definitely wanting to look into that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get all the highlighted questions. They're asking about the arena being redesigned to replace Dr. Disrespectful since he is not involved with the game at all for over 2 years.
Yeah. So if we want to do that, I have to look into the contracts that we've had, because that is a business deal. So if there is ever some sort of departure on that front, then that's we have to check contracts, right? And make sure we play nice legally.
Exactly. I heard they were getting rid of weapon mastery. This is true.
Hey, you're close. I am looking at it though and how that impacts player identity. But
Oh, come on!
And I guess more accurately, I want to look towards potentially. Oh,
nice, good play.
Well, now we're lose. I mean, no.
Is that possible? No, fine. Oh no, I baited you. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Run, run!
Chef Cannon skin when? They want a chef.
I want that so hard too.
What skin?
Yeah.
Chef Cannon.
Chef Cannon should get a skin.
Bro, the voice actor would kill it, bro.
That with the chef's kiss emote, that would be great.
Bro, his Christmas one is awesome.
There are so many emotes that would work so well.
Hello. Thank you, Jared. Must be the best player in the game. Who's the best player in the game? Let me see.
Dave.
Damn.
No,
Yeah.
Someone said swiping, you're swiping.
Yeah. So this is more of a suggestion for SMGs. So if we go back to how SMGs were before, what if instead of adding bloom, SMGs would get recoil so that they still remain usable and can compete on long range, but have a skill gap so you actually need to learn recoil to be able to use them?
Hey, what's up?
Mighty howdy.
So what was fixed means that we aren't going back to that. So we are going to continue to make incremental improvements if need be, but they do not need long range. You play in your range. You play around and you make the cognizant decisions with the weapon that you have in your hands.
The thing is, as well, is as you said, you're sort of going through the classes sort of one at a time. So SMGs you might say is hugely disadvantaged at the moment, but in the future, hopefully we're going to have actually, as you said, an identity across the weapons where the SMG will sort of be online.
Oh, Lord and Jesus Christ. And...
as I mentioned before, that it's Coleman.
Get out of there!
The other weapons do need to be looked at so that the SMGs aren't getting stomped on in their ranges like I was talking about with ARs, and having just their hip fire adjusted, but their ADS buffed, so that they maintain that kind of accuracy and precision that ARs or DMRs will have, but not dominating close range like SMGs should be. So...
I get you, bro.
This is what I do.
Right, the servers have been even worse than before. And before servers are lagging out, there's more bugs, and old bugs from years ago have not been fixed.
Let's go!
So, yeah, we're definitely aware of the current stability issues that the game's having after this update. We're very aggressively looking into those. So just hang in there. We're doing our best, trying to figure that out. Got top men and women working on that. So I'm not sure. I lost what was the other half of that question.
Basically, the lagginess, and yeah, the server is basically being bad.
Same thing.
And there are bugs and old bugs that haven't been fixed.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of issues with the game, and we're working through addressing the biggest offenders, both in terms of community sentiment and those that are actually pretty bad and game breaking. So just keep giving us feedback and keep letting us know when you encounter these issues.
Can only move via emote.
Oh, shit. He's nearly dead.
No! Why are you there? Oh my god! That was...
I don't know.
I can confidently say I didn't do anything in that one.
Oh, that was a very fast round. Servers are so bad, I don't even want to play.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
When you say those kinds of things, I'm sorry. Like we're looking into it, working.
Yeah, exactly, guys. Like, just be a bit patient. I mean,
You like the game?
yeah, the customs now are going really well. I think if you go on the game now, yeah, it's really. Oh, let's touch wood and.
Oh no, it's messed up now.
Oh no.
Blaze Baker, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my god, I hope I don't mess everything up now. Jesus.
I can agree with that. Oh, with...
Oh, what a day.
Enemies
Where is he?
wiped out.
Oh.
Wow, that's crazy. Right.
It's me!
It's me, Mario.
This is my life at the
They're
moment.
asking about bug where you throw the flash bang and it doesn't flash the enemies.
Okay. If you can give me footage of that happening, because film gives me a lot of information.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, guys, and like you said, please, I'll get that footage and.
Seems the answer to a lot of these questions is just give me footage.
Right. Yeah. I mean.
Basically, what we're trying to say is Jared's a cinephile.
Getting some data.
And if they got the footage, Jared, do you want them to like post on Twitter or just like just any way?
Twitter or tag me in the Discord. Like you can reach me through all those avenues. If you, oh man, they just hard rushed me.
Ballin is just wildly swinging his axe places. I see you. Oh my god, you scared me.
Oh no! Oh!
Right there.
Well.
Oh, sit down, Robbie, and you play better than that, my guy.
Let's go!
Time to get paid.
Okay. Oopsie.
Match point. Let's close this contract out.
Right. So Darius just rated us. I hope he's
Hey.
ready for some games.
Let's go, Darius!
Wow, to everyone.
Just dropping in. Let's go.
I have
How
a
do
special
you have footage
package.
When the game crashes your whole PC.
I saw that one. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We are looking into the uptick in crashes that are happening right now and the freezes. So when you do crash, for the most part, the system does try to, Epic Unreal Engine that our game's built off of, does try to send a crash report through its channels so that we can get it and see it. So hopefully that gets to us whenever you encounter those kinds of issues. Other than that, if you do encounter a crash, try to think about what happened leading up to the crash.
No! Oh,
Yeah.
that devotion.
Enemies spotted.
I blame...
That's not in a shotgun? That's crazy.
With the Skull 6, no less.
I'm not here.
Okay, says gone.
Nice work,
Oh!
Dirty, my guy. What is that? He did you dirty. I saw it.
I saw that.
Everyone saw it.
Ban him.
Report!
Proud of you. Heather says, hi, Jared.
Hello. Hello.
Are you going to rework Mac and his ability? Right?
I do want to look at Mac's perk lineup because he's pretty oppressive for a defender.
Make him a breacher.
Again, much in the same way of what I did with Anvil, but I need to figure him out. The design team and I kind of sat down and was thinking about the definition of our roles, like defender, breacher, duelist, and support, and try to allocate the perk distribution based on those roles and how they're identified. Anvil kind of informed a lot of that direction, and looking at a lot of our duelists like Lancer as well. So hopefully over time we can, we're going to do some perk passes on our rogues to give them perks that strengthen not only their individual identity, but also through the lens of what their roles are. Whether or not they keep the current roles that they have, or they get changed to a different role, is subject to our testing.
I do like the teases that we will get more changes to Dima and Ronan. That's... Because I love Dima, and I'd love for him to have a little bit more. Tenacity, I think, was huge for him.
Right.
Because it makes sense, because I was always weird that, right before the big perk expansion of adding more perk slots and changing them all, he was given Tenacity and removed Stalker, and then in the very next update that added it, they swapped back around.
Right.
And I was like, interesting, but okay. So.
Also, I want to say that I know I've gotten a lot of messages on Twitter, and I've seen other people post on Rogue Company about the current a lot of lag issues. Is great, but if you can take screenshots of the post-match screen that has the match ID,
right?
That's what will really help narrow it down.
Right. Yeah.
And I think to tag any of us forward content creators or Jared.
Yeah, the match at the match report screen at the end of the match when you finish and you're back to the lobby, top right has the match ID. That match ID lets us, when we kick that over to our server team, they grab that ID, they look at that instance that got built and you guys played through it, and they can see the behavior history of that and diagnose what those problems are. So the more match IDs that I get, the easier it is for us to establish a pattern and find that pattern and try to fix it.
Speaking of random problems, on Palace, you're on a certain part of the map. So you're getting off the dropship, and you jump off and just go straight backwards. Use a zone where you're able to just stand, in an out of bounds zone. You just don't get hurt. I don't know if
now why you gotta do silly stuff like that?
I'm just curious. It is a thing.
Why you gotta be belligerent and do things like that?
I have got a player for you.
Being
install their old game too.
What? Right, this is personal.
I think Saker's really good right now. Like, what do you mean?
Returned.
Please ask about levels being reintroduced, being shown in game, please.
Now, what is the value of that?
Inferno. What is the value
closer to our goals.
Because we don't use player levels for matchmaking. That's what I know. I know that the surface level understanding with our matchmaking, but
I'm online. Signal strong.
And it's not player level. I guarantee that. You can be super good and be a level 20.
Playing devil's advocate, the only thing I can think of is like the sweat. I mean, like how much time you dedicated to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I'm at level 500. I've been playing this game for a while, sort of thing. That's the only thing I can think of.
The thing is, though, with that, like, a little argument is that time played does not define the player's skill. You can have someone come in fresh to the game, but really good at gaming. So the level really doesn't mean much other than time played. Like, obviously you can argue, obviously there's a lot more experience, but still it doesn't define actually the performance of that individual.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I've personally known people who've played a game for years, and they're not that great.
You can say my name, Jared. I get it. Scotland forever.
3JAD21 was asking if Cannon was going to be reclassified as a breacher in the next balance patch. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that kind of invoked that evaluation of, like, are our roles properly, like, do our rogues properly represent their role? And for Cannon, not really. He's not really a defender, because people tend to just use his, like, between his perk lineup and his freaking minigun, like, you generally want to just go forward and kill people, or push a thing, push a choke point with your minigun. So he's definitely, I'm looking at him being reclassified as a breacher. So he needs to go through that filter of, does he get the right perks that fit that? Does he have that already? If not, we need to make adjustments.
Brad, that's Cap. If voice chat has monitoring, can we not add text chat in game? And if someone is toxic, you can report them. And if they are found to be toxic, just chat mute them for like 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Capture it.
Okay. We'll go back on strike out. Let's go.
More of a push for another request for.
Who has the shotgun? Get away.
Oh my god, I was reloading while getting up.
Ooh!
You need to be shooting your gun, not typing.
Objective acquired. Defend it.
Put it to bed. You need to be moving forward, playing with your team, and using voice communication. Typing does not, if you're stopping and typing, you're not playing the game.
Come on, up
There you go, Igor.
That's how Overwatch be, bro. People have these typing paragraphs as they're right
Toxicity
on.
is online gaming. The
What are
best.
you doing?
Who said that?
Jared, stop typing!
Yeah, it's like me answering these questions.
Stop slacking off.
I was watching the Mamba, bro.
Right behind you! What is Chuck doing with the DMR?
Enemies have the objective.
Can you say any? So he already said he can't say anything about the new rogue, but they're asking if you have
No.
any idea when the next rogue will come out, or if you can say something about that.
When that next rogue's gonna come out?
Yeah.
No, I can't give you a definitive answer at this time. We are working on them, but the when is still subject to be determined. Sorry.
Okay, that answers the question too, Crystal. Not everyone wants to use mic though, and not everyone has a mic.
You also have access to the pings.
Exactly.
You have pings and clips.
That's a good point. We have played. Oh, sorry.
If you hold your ping wheel and you rotate to the ping side, you can see that you have several commands like defending here as an example.
What?
Yeah, so get intimate with that system if you want to communicate with your team.
Yeah, it's a good point, because we've actually had some good players in the past that literally only use the, you know, the...
Oh, beautiful!
Yeah, that's true.
See how it is, guys. I see how it is. It's okay.
Oh, that was cheeky.
I need a new rogue that heals but deals damage to enemies like Ana from Overwatch. Let's continue with... Oh, that's a very futuristic and a very detail-oriented question, Jeffrey. What is the future of Rogue?
Sorry.
Well, we're working on it. It's the future of Rogue is today. And,
That was so poetic.
It is now. Ever forward. So the future of Rogue is to, ideally I want to make sure that the core is fixed and functional, and actually give it a proper direction and identity across the board. Be it weapons, rogues, perks. So that, you know, like our game is defined by our characters and our gunplay, so that's something that I care about and I want to make it stronger.
Sacrificial, how hot.
Thank you for the updates and making it better.
Oh, that's good.
Absolutely. If I have a friend that I play with and we haven't exchanged contact info and he's in a game, I would like for him to be able to receive a text so when he's in lobby, he can see I want to play with him.
I get what you're saying.
Text chat in the lobby? Maybe. Text chat in general.
Yeah.
Already toxic, huh?
Yeah, basically what it was before, so it would show that the player is in a queue or something. Please don't shut down when characters is with That won't happen.
Oh. Sorry, that Mamba is...
All these bodies falling from the sky.
I want to play. Yes, guys, so you are more than welcome to join the games for today. Just type !join and we'll get you in.
Man, Biden.
Oh my god, Coach is in chat.
Hey, go away.
Coach, how are you doing? I hope everything is going well with you.
Look at this little brat.
Oh my lord!
Oh, you got it.
Where's that stupid axe he threw?
Oh, we haven't killed him once, guys. Come on.
Can we just ban weapons? Get rid of that Skull 6? Ooh. See, this is why I don't understand. People were like complaining about the SMGs. Like, good.
They just want the SMGs to, like, I don't know, outgun an AR or something.
Oh, it's a comfort zone, I think.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah. Oh, no, the red hook. they also wanted this change, but then they didn't want the change.
They don't want the
Enemies have control of the objective. Capture it.
Retha, stop revealing me.
My hand slipped.
You took your lunch money.
What is going on? Let's see.
Oh, my lord.
Objective acquired.
No way.
Nope.
Man, sharpshooting, dude.
Go away! Oh.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you. I appreciate you popping in. I am very sick, guys, if you haven't noticed. Like, this is not my normal voice.
Oh, good, you're powering through.
Any job Okay. At least have one good SMG. I mean, you have the Knights.
24S is pretty good at the moment.
If you can hit the headshots, the Knight is crazy.
And the SLC.
And the SLC fully upgraded is like crazy.
Just rattling off all the SMGs, why don't you guys?
Yeah, that's true,
I
Heather.
think that's a little more telling than anything.
And I'm more than happy you're in chat.
Question for you, Jared.
Puppy, hey.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Holy Jesus, it is broken. The ejection. Well, Griffin is saying the ejection is broken, so give that a try. Let's see it.
I tried.
Slap.
Question for you, Jared.
Wow.
With the recent survey that came out about this update, with every survey, obviously, like we asked, like you guys ask what rogue needs a buff and what rogue you feel needs a nerf. What, if you can answer it, what rogues on both sides got the most answer?
I have yet to. We want to let that survey kind of go out for a bit.
Okay.
To get as many people to answer as possible.
Sure.
So that we have a large enough sample. Oh god.
Damn.
Laser.
Have you thought of maybe adding like the survey to, you say, we were talking about the advertisement earlier. How about adding like a weekly survey or something?
Let her go away.
Yeah, that's not a bad suggestion.
You know, there's a real give as such, because people giving feedback and,
Yeah, I get that.
And that also might overcome, I imagine, well, maybe some issues with geographical location as well, because there's obviously some people interested in that extra bit of influence or reputation. But, yeah.
I mean, Igor, that goes to the map that you're playing on. Is it more close range? Is it more, long range? SMGs are like what they're supposed to do.
Come on, do it. Do it. Ah!
You mean bad as in badass? Then yes, I agree.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh my god, he's right there. He's right there.
Respawn mode with TDM. Is there another 66 that could be featured?
Don't worry about that.
66 respawn
Wow,
You've been wiped out. Run it again.
I definitely want to, in a future release, see about having another 6v6 either getting swapped in and out for a week. Yes. Because I was always a personal fan of 6v6 King of the Hill, personally.
Oh, yeah, fun, yeah.
So yeah, it's in my headspace for sure.
Damn. Let's go. Right. Hey Jared, any thoughts on perk changes for Phantom so that her perks evenly lean towards both sniper rifles and ARs? Right now they mostly lean towards ARs.
Yeah, so I definitely want, I think the identity for Phantom that I want to establish is, and it's kind of bred from how a lot of players have been playing her, which is this trick shooter, weaving in and out kind of agile sniper, fight kind of skirmishy kind of thing. So that's how I kind of want to look at it for not just for her but also the LR-15, so that you can have that just that dynamic because she's a trained assassin from childhood. She's going to be agile and high kill potential and a bit of a duelist kind of type. So that's why she has an AR in conjunction with the sniper rifle. So yeah, no, I get that. Where'd that guy come from?
Walk away! Walk away!
Can't do that.
Yeah, somebody gave that to me.
You ever going to put a toggle feature to turn in crossplay on or off, or in general remove it?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Okay. There you
Whenever,
go.
like, if ever we make a toggle like available for things like that, the answer is always, oh, I'm just always gonna turn it off, and that's what all players will do. So like, what's the point of the system?
Yeah, exactly.
We have good, strong reason to maintain that. So I'm sorry.
Hey, Pixie says remove flinch.
No.
Pixie, do you actually like feel the flinch on controller though?
Don't just stand out in the middle with your sniper rifle out holding ADS. Pick your shots.
What's your say? Ben, do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Oh!
Right, baby.
So Heather is asking, what's your personal opinion on perk tiers?
Oh my lord!
Do you have any adjustments planned for those that you can share?
Perk tiers. So you may have seen some of the adjustments that I made to perks on a perk by perk basis in terms of like lowering their efficacy or upping their costs. So I think right now there's still value in having the perk tiering because it gives us a lot of flexibility on giving rogues identities one way or the other based on their role or their personal strengths and weaknesses.
It's over. Everyone head back to base.
Hey.
So yeah, for now they stay. But they're going to be tuned and adjusted.
To be honest, I think spreading out the availability of Legendary Gadgeteer, like one of the best decisions ever made.
Add flinch to TMRs. That's from Fredo.
Like the errant or all DMRs?
Aaron.
He's saying TMRs. I don't think he plays the Aaron.
Who does play the errant?
To master it, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a pain. I'm still not done with it yet, bro.
I need a strong case to add that to DMRs because like one of the main things that we put flinch on snipers is because you have that one-shot headshot potential in a game that our bullets are hit scan. So there needs to be some kind of countermeasure for that when players can want to attempt to challenge it. Because without flinch, a sniper will stand out in the open boldly and just aim and shoot uncontested.
Add flinch to Fredo. There you go. Is there any plans to bring the player base up? I think we already covered that question.
Making the game better. Like, if you build it, they will come. That's kind of my strategy to hopefully grow the player base is make the game fun and make it work.
Yeah.
All right. So Oni-chan, are you here?
Will there be more, or will there be more crossover events a la Rambo or Walking Dead?
Oh, I can't speak to that.
I mean, you could, I think, if you wanted to.
I mean, they would be cool, if we did that, yeah, but, I can't say anything about it if we were.
Yeah.
I mean, on the down low, though, what if I,
No.
Or we could just do a collab with, Ranthar, get him a skin, or Brad.
So I don't think Oni-chan is in chat. Let's get Igor. Does anyone have Igor in their friends list?
I don't think I do.
I do. I got him.
I am taking some medicine for the lovely headaches I'm getting. Nice, let's go. Do you want to do anything to the teams, or do you want to start like this?
I just started.
No, I like Igor on my team. I'm okay with this.
Got hot tea there, boss? Or that coffee?
No, I was drinking some water with paracetamol. Yeah.
So the hot tea cup.
It's very lovely.
Jared, I don't know if you're allowed to, or if you want to, but
I got you.
For a bit of, trivia for everyone. Do you want to tell the what was it? The original idea for Windward?
Yeah, this is Ron Winward. OG Winward used to be like almost three times the size.
Oh, jeez, wow.
Yeah, like what you're looking at, what we're playing on was roughly like 30% of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
That should have been a 60-16 then.
and a good chunk of it was what we made.
Or a
High Castle
battle
out of.
Wow.
Was what was meant into what?
I said a good chunk of it was what we made High Castle out of.
Okay.
Wow.
High Castle's pretty big map too, so
Low key, wow.
Which incidentally is kind of why we have like 3 maps that are in that like, Mediterranean, Italy, Greece kind of area. Sorry, let me throw a quick ban.
So-
Thinking straight, I just picked something.
Man, buddy, what the heck?
Buddy.
Right, let's start with some highlighted questions from the top. So I did see that. Unlucky, and I do agree with that question. He's asking for a Biston skin, Jared.
A what
I do
skin?
agree with a me skin.
Boss skin for new.
A boss skin?
A boss skin.
Alright, for what character?
the Duke for sure.
Or
If you could pick a character.
absolutely Duke.
Absolutely Duke? Okay.
Yeah, because she represents me. I'm doing my PhD in microbiology. And
I
stuff.
got your back, pal.
That's awesome.
Yeah. There you go, Unlucky. Maybe you'll be lucky to get a me skin. Need an anime collab example, Sailor Moon, a Bleach. I don't know anything about anime, but anime collab would be hot.
You weebs. I swear.
Even Jared doesn't like it, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't like it either.
No, hey. No, I dig it. I can't talk to anything in regard. I cannot confirm nor deny anything in regards to any business.
Anime trench.
It's just trench.
It's just
Vito is asking, will there be more collaborations in the future? Miles Morales' 2020 suit would be perfect for a glitch.
Whoever asked about the first biz dev question was like,
yeah.
No, everybody's coming up with, oh, what about this IP, that IP? Again,
sorry.
I can't say yes or no. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Those are good. Those are rad ideas. I like them.
Boss, I know this question has probably already been asked, but what with the maps, new maps, revamps, canals, etc.?
Something we're thinking about. We do want to like I said, Canals is going to come back, later this year. So, and I do want to look at the current maps and seeing how we could either change it up or improve them.
On the right side of the law.
Do you think you could add a weather system to the things, even if it's like nighttime and daytime, just to really swap it up a little? But I suppose with that, then that would imply quite a lot of work in regards to lighting and stuff.
So, are you just saying the Overwatch 2 thing of just changing the lighting of a map and calling it done, or
I'm not too sure with the Overwatch, but say with the weather here, we can play Windward in the nighttime, for instance.
Just for the sake of it being daytime, nighttime?
Maybe public games, having it an option, but then in public games, make it randomized, just to make it that little bit fresh, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. If there was to me, it's if I'm gonna make a change to a map, it needs to have some gameplay merits to it.
Yeah.
I need good reason, either to improve the gameplay or just change it up and make it more interesting.
I just feel like it might make it a little more interesting, but I don't know, obviously, what everyone else would think. I suppose there's many games that doesn't really have that aspect.
Alan, the flannel shirt. Well, Brad's taking Unlucky's ideas now, I see. How about better server in EU?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, there's problems with the EU servers, but they're working on them. Johnny the Greek. Voice lines need to have Muppet in it too.
I
talking about the rat.
Oh, you're talking to Raz. Okay.
I was talking about your mother.
Enemy plus 5 reinforcements remaining.
Yeah, we'll try and balance the team. Well, I'll try and balance the teams better next game.
Yeah, Smash IDs is definitely,
For sure.
set the Smash IDs in
Oh.
night.
Eddie's, man. Don't mess with me. I know how to fight my own guy.
I would be okay with night maps to be sure. Yo. Ask him about an escort mode or bringing back 6v6 cost.
Yeah,
I didn't enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean like VIP?
Objective
I mean, yeah, that's something that I've thought about, and it's in my headspace. So, but 6v6 cost, yeah, I do want to like I mentioned earlier, I was a personal fan of it, so definitely would like to reintroduce that at some capacity.
That's my motto in life.
I think 6v6
My entire
would be really
feelings.
good fun, and then maybe if you up the points as well, like I think that could be like a really good long game. Especially a lot of people love KOF.
Yeah, there's a lot of levers to mess with for all of our game modes to kind of like change it up in some way. Heck, even just moving the points of strikeout isn't enough to really
Kraken.
refresh it.
Enemies have been wiped out. Nicely done.
Bro got picked up.
Well, you got wrecked, boy. Nice. Come on, y'all please think that the frame rate issue.
Point blind.
They're asking about the frame rate issues.
Oh my god.
Frame rate issues? Do you know exactly where is that happening specifically?
Yeah, on web maps, chaos.
Footage.
Yeah, if you're encountering like a dip in performance on like specific maps and stuff, or if it's just in general, like we need more information other than, hey, the frames rates are down. Like we need more than that.
Let's get back.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Claymore! Stop this man!
Deploying utility.
Stop this man! Oh shit.
Right, sneezes.
Get up. On your feet.
Look at K Ball
Can we
and
get
being a
special
true
voice
bro.
lines between bros? Like in Apex, specific characters have special voice lines between each other.
Oh, Overwatch has that too, right? It's really cool how they interact with each other.
Yeah, like cross team banters. Yeah, I do like that. I think that's neat.
There's a lot of bring the voice actors back to that one.
I am working to try to like bring back more of those. Oh gosh, we're all revealed. We're all gonna die.
Hello, Mayhem.
Like
Ooh.
the kill streak lines are coming back for sure,
Oh yeah.
so that we can again have more character for our characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, kill this man and save me, Bosch.
One thing I was thinking as well, you know, in the character selection screen as well, like to make it, I think maybe a little more engaging as well, maybe personalised as well, is that instead of maybe like the emblem of the characters that are picked, could you have like the rogue standing there, but as skins of the player has picked or got equipped? If that makes sense.
Keep up the pressure.
Like, I think that would really add flavour to the game. And, you know, that people want to see different skins and
Oh, I just
I would say, message me that suggestion
yeah, sure.
so that I can digest that a little better.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because I definitely want to like pursue things that like strengthen our characters being characters and not just skins with guns in their hands.
Enemies are out of reinforcement.
Johnny, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you. Can you ask if the new Jig skin is getting unique voice lines?
Enemies have been wiped out.
Which one?
The new Jig skin.
I'm still waiting to hear back on that. Because that's our team side stuff.
Close its contract out.
They generally decide.
Okay. Connor says he doesn't like the regeneration time.
Oh, is that the health regeneration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes everything go slower. Will weekly contracts be back?
Yeah, once we can figure out what the heck's wrong with them. I've got a programmer digging in on that. Since we've discovered the issue, so it's gonna take a bit. I'm sorry.
Right. Let's make our company great again. Absolutely. Hey Jared, when it comes to Phantom, I especially feel like Rare Gunsmith should be replaced. Now it's been nerfed 10%. Rare Gunsmith does absolutely nothing on both sniper rifles because 10% isn't enough to increase the ammo in the mag, and the snipers already have infinite range. I feel like all the perks on a rogue should do something for their entire loadout.
I mean, you have a fair... Kyle. I mean, you have a fair point. Noted.
I got you, bro!
Come on. Up you go.
Thank you for the follow, Dad. Please ask if there is anything he can do to adjust the amount of unskilled, intentionally throwing teammates in ranks. I feel you, bro.
For ranked, well...
Cancel that.
Fine, I'll see how it is.
So for ranked, I mentioned it earlier, I'm upping the requirements, the gate requirements for ranked in 3.2. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully that addresses much of that. Should mitigate a little bit of like the smurfing and people who make alt accounts and keep playing ranked after they've been dealt with. So in terms of players intentionally throwing,
oh my lord,
that's player behavior stuff. Outside of like us having some systems to kind of like keep an eye out for griefing things like that. Do you have the report tool? Right, because people who kill themselves over and over, I definitely want some nuance in the system to detect that. But players that are weirdly sandbagging is harder to detect, so we have to rely on the report system to deal with that.
Sorry. Did you say sandbagging?
Sandbagging.
What does that mean, sir? Like bringing the team down?
Yeah, that means like downplaying, playing at a lower level. In this case.
Yo, Boris, another 100 bits. Thank you so much. Stop wasting your money.
You're not out of this yet.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, Rathar, as a whole, since we've kind of like stripped out speed and toughness, everybody, like a majority of our characters are now less tough. So weapon damage is something that I'm going to keep a close eye on.
So, Ilya is asking about if there is any new ranked system progression, or will it be the same as in Bronze, Silver, Diamond, Pearl? There's also classes there.
I will say that the current structure will stay, but I want to give players better reasons to keep playing after they hit the end point. To keep wanting to compete and be the top dog.
So Heather is asking about the explosive ult.
Explosive alt.
That's it.
The only person with explosive alt is Dima, Kestrel, Switchblade.
Ronan.
Oh, that.
You want to add a bit more about that? Heather? Report system?
Cypress, I'm trying to increase player max level to infinite, if possible.
I had a full question. Oh, since Ronan's ult was recently adjusted, can we expect adjustments being done to other explosive ults like Kestrel or Dima?
We make adjustments where appropriate. It's not a sweeping pass, this was more of a targeted thing.
Yeah, and I think Kestrel's definitely a lot more balanced now. I think you've hit the sweet spot with the thing now.
Right now I don't find any reason to buff or nerf like Dima's ult right now, or Switchblades. So...
Right. Regional, are you still in chat? Or Johnny?
Yeah, we'll try and balance the teams a bit better this time.
I haven't played
Regional. So your in-game name is it Regional TTV as well? Oh, I can invite both of you then. Just give me your in-game name and I can invite you. Just Regional, okay.
Joe, do you think you'll add more plain, bold, like, coloured skins for weapons? Because I think, like, me and myself included, like, really like that. And the thing is, actually, as well, I thought of this the other day, don't know if it's a possibility or not, but the skins in the Battle Pass, the black and red trim, absolutely love it, right? Absolutely love it to bits, like the fine detail and everything. The only thing that personally puts me off and has put a few other people off is just the animation. Is there a way that maybe we can turn that animation on and off depending on, you know, the player's preference? Because if I can turn off the rain, I will equip that on every weapon I've got because I really like it.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I will, I'll keep that in mind because, you know, that's some tech work to definitely do.
Yeah.
You could also just consider here's a version of it that doesn't have the...
Yes, that's it. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You know, but to speak to your question, yeah, I agree. I don't really I don't feel any hesitation on, like, if you just want, like, a well-made, like, just a blue weapon wrap, you know, that's like a nice electric blue or a candy apple red kind of.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, like your car colors essentially, right? And have that just for weapon wraps. I think there's a lot of players out there that like that. So
yeah, that's
I'm not against it.
Yeah, that's it. It's just you know, some people like the the
trying to add you guys, but I'm not finding
and then some people just like the plain, clean, you know, standard colours and stuff. And like I've noticed, you know, there's definitely a handful of people who do like just the clean, plain ones.
Yeah, I join. Of course, Failure.
Yeah. You know, and there's plenty of colours to choose from as well, so, you know, you could,
I've also not gotten an invite yet, so...
So, Johnny, I can't find you. I wrote your name. These are little letters, but for some reason I can't find you. But, oh, sorry. Okay. Copy.
No, I'm just gonna be right back 1 second.
If I can get
I still can't find you. Maybe you want to add me as a friend. You can find my in-game name. Here. Give me a minute.
Someone want to re-invite me back in? There we go.
I got you.
If we want to get more like community people, the players or the viewers in, I don't mind sitting and just answering questions.
Okay.
I have a better time answering questions when I'm not getting...
Yeah, we can both spectate then.
Getting mited.
Right, so we can invite Hack and Failure in, and then you guys can add me as a friend, and oh, sorry, I invited Igor by mistake. Huh. Loading. I'm sorry, Johnny, I didn't find you, but you can add me. I'll send mine as well. And we have Failure.
Rather, your question. Let's see. Because I definitely want feedback on this couple of characters. Let me look at my list.
Hi, Jerry. I just want to say I'm a big fan. And, yeah.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey?
Wait, who is that, by the way?
Lidon LVTACED.
Oh, hey, bud. Yeah.
Like your profile picture, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Rathar, tell me about, give me feedback on...
There you go.
Glimpse and Runway. Runway's more of like a 60-40, I'm pretty certain, but Glimpse I'm a little 50-50 on.
Alright, so Jared is gonna go through chat, guys.
I think Runway needs a little, put up with. Needs a little bit more, I think, and something of her kit.
Yeah, she's... You mean like something more to her kit? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so, or not even like to that, but like I'm sure it hurts the economy a little bit, but like I loved the money gain from that because it kind of is a little bit reward for her supporting people.
Right.
Which I get the 500 was a little too much. So if like maybe there's like that assist 250 amount instead, I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's neat, and it kind of like fits her like narrative identity of being an arms dealer. Like,
right.
She gets
Keep purchasing from her, yeah.
For your benefit. Yeah, no, I dig that, and I'll think about that. I think right now, like I'm at 60-40 with like what to do with her because she does have a lot going for her, just inherently through like her passive and her overall kit.
She's being one of the only 2 characters to have trip mines.
And like, there's really like only one thing that's really tying her down as in the support slot,
right?
Which is just her ability. But like everything else is like she's just really good at killing. So,
right.
Have you ever thought of making a briefcase universal so then it will make the player consider actually throwing the briefcase in places that is not in the open, but like, you know, because the thing is that you sometimes see a briefcase on the floor and it's like you can shoot it and blow it up, but like, I think to add to a real tactical aspect, allow the player to actually have the opportunity to pick it up. If there's a spare one, then nab it.
To allow the enemy to do it.
Yeah, all players, the other team, and then this is for then, you know, the other team, not the other team, sorry. So this is for the runway players where they don't just throw their briefcase willy nilly and everyone quickly grabs it. They have to sort of throw it in a place where, you know, it's not so obvious.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be used. To basically be like, I need to make sure that my teammates are the ones using this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's not bad.
I like that.
I want to vet that a little bit because it is kind of like a rule break of like, well, I'm just putting a thing out there that benefits literally anyone as opposed to just benefits just her team. So like, it's a rule break, and she's already breaking enough rules as her character. Like she breaks the shop, she breaks, you know, the convention of the double lethal for a support character.
Ready to deploy.
Which that's something that I'm eyeballing. But yeah, no, that's pretty interesting.
I did accept you, by the way, Snipe. You can send me the clips now, and I can forward them.
Yeah, duo gaming, yes, but that'll probably be in the future.
Let's save some people, or shoot. I'll hold the line. Whatever works.
Igor, I agree with that Phantom suggestion. That's like I said, her identity is that of like a agile trick shooter type. So giving her evade kind of like fits in that in some capacity.
I will say, changing Saint to have 2 full support gadgets or utility gadgets, best move ever. Awesome. It also like kind of like picks on Dahlia a little bit because now like Saint is just inherently better than her right now, in my opinion. Even though they're 2 very different types of support.
Right. Yeah.
With Dahlia being a little bit more aggressive and offensive.
We got this.
But like, I don't know. Dahlia used to be like better healer all around than Saint, and like now the tables have turned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like there's the difference is like what is their vectors as they fight.
Right.
Saint is more like he plays a little bit more back because of his weapon choices.
Yep.
And now his gadget choices, which means like I'm not gonna have people throw that device out. It needs to be planted, and you stick around it.
Right.
So, meanwhile, Dahlia is more like I'm in the mid range or close range in the thick of it as like a combat medic.
Yep.
Kind of like buddy. I'm gonna keep this one person alive. So that's kind of like the identities I'm going to keep with them. She's more forward, he's more back.
Yep.
Well done.
There's a bit more flexibility with Dahlia as well because, you know, if you get a team, like say for Ronan, for instance, and you're playing demo, if she links up with Ronan, you're not scanning her.
Yep.
You know, that's 2 people you can't scan.
Yeah, that passive is the thing.
I think this is where to talk about Dahlia. I think a few things that I've seen from community is that they for not having the smoke grenade.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that also probably would like enable her to be a little more skirmishy, forwardy. Yeah, something to think about. I've heard a lot of feedback around that. I want to think about it for sure.
Always look out.
I needed that.
So Jared is answering the questions, guys. Just going through the chat.
Is there anything anyone likes with the changes and stuff?
What are you implying with that question?
I don't know if there's anything that someone's like, yeah, I'm digging this. This is great.
Wait, so Heather is asking about the individual customization coming back for raps.
Yeah, I've definitely answered this before, but I'm happy to always just keep answering it. Yeah, that's a feature that we unfortunately lost when we rolled out Weapon Mastery when we were overhauling that loadout system. And it's something I want to shore up and fix.
Stay alive.
It'll take longer than you guys probably want, but we'll get there.
Feet. Help on the way.
Chris, you've said enough about the Black Banner. Like different avenues. Cool it.
Cool it down.
I will at some I'll talk to the art team and see what they'll do.
You're all that's left. No more reinforcements available.
Yeah, they think they'll crack you or not.
This is what I do.
Finally.
The real killers have come out.
Oh, that's barbed wire, that. That hurts.
Good.
Alright, what's next?
Alright, right there.
Got it right.
Fletcher kick.
Giant mallet, sledgehammer skin.
Alright.
Crazy gummy
I
bears.
like that. That's great. Mayhem, we're looking into the server issues. We're working on it. We need more data. It's not a simple matter. It's very complicated. It's gonna take some time. I'm sorry.
Jared, do you still want me to go through them, or do you want to go through them?
No, please.
Take questions.
If you catch
Okay.
them, I'll answer them. Let's both tackle them. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Alright, you're ready
Team
to answer
friendship,
Leanne's
let's go.
question. So Heather is saying, are you excited? What are you most excited that's coming in the near future that you can publicly disclose?
I'm definitely excited with the rank changes because I think it's going to be a good positive health improvement to ranked. Mainly like increasing the band counts and raising the player gates so that we get more experienced players playing ranked.
Oh my lord!
Only play like 20 games. So I'm definitely excited about that.
Stay alive, Posh.
There's another thing that I'm excited that I can't speak about, so...
I got you.
Yeah.
That you should be excited about.
You okay?
Please make sound plans for Train's bomb again.
No. I'm very excited.
I'm very excited.
Nice.
Get in
When
my
it comes
pool.
for 3-2, that is it.
Come on, get in my pool. Yeah, look at you.
Objective secured. Defend
Why does Mac have an armor perk when his passive literally repairs the enemy?
Oh my god.
Basically, why is he double dipping between his passive and a perk?
Yeah.
I get that. That's something I want to think about and look into. Because right now at the moment we made an adjustment to how his repair portion of his passive works, and just gotta really think about in the long term if was that effective enough or not, but we'll see. Right now he's still very much a very overperforming rogue, so I'm definitely looking at him.
Deploying utility.
Oh, right here.
Keep up the pressure.
Alright, Boris, thank you so much. And have a good night. NDA looking at all the fun. What is 3.2? That is a good question, Christo.
I like surprises.
Enemies have the objective.
So Christo is asking, what is 3.2, Jared?
3.2 is the next major release after 3.1. Because we have the mid patch that should be in about a couple of weeks, and then a couple of weeks after that, the 3.2 patch will come.
Help on the way.
Barring any issues, knock on wood.
Heather, thank you so much for the lovely comments. I'm trying my best. Thank you.
Hey.
I really appreciate that.
On your feet.
Someone's coming from behind.
You rock.
You're gone?
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Spectate Rathar? Alright. Let's find Rad. Here, look, he's linked.
That's the idea, is you cannot find him.
And thank you so much for the lurk. Can there be some more rewards for finishing matches other than...
You're at the point.
Amazing.
But it's all a matter of reputation.
So I definitely want to improve what we reward you for when you play a match. Right now it's just very like smooth-brained, like you're playing, it's straight up time. I want to add a little bit more like performance into it, like, you know, when you get kills or assists or whatever plays into our accolade system, you know, the badges that pop up. I want to have that contribute more to your XP and other games we want to give you. So keep in mind, that's going to take some time to kind of figure out, but that's what I want to do.
You know that with time progresses, say like with Trench, for instance, that there's a story and, you know, his original skin is now sort of like a past skin. Do you think that maybe you could award older players that played and accessed him when he's in his original state, and then for anyone, you know, that sort of makes it a bit more exclusive, and then for people maybe to have to pay or buy the old OG skins, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I got you. So basically you want to be like, well, the players that were around when Trench was.
Yeah, so it sort of makes that OG skin now a bit more valuable as such, even for the player, because they're like, yeah, well, I played Trench, you know, well, I played this game since X date.
Yeah, I think tech-wise and just like timing-wise, we may have. I think that's neat. We may have missed the vote for that for Trench, but who knows for a future character.
Also, Jared, I don't know if it's known for you, but I just again saw it. But the regeneration field cures poison. So I didn't know if that was like intentional. I love it if it is. That is awesome.
I just found out that right now.
So like think about it, like, you know, Chalk's Overheal does that too.
Okay.
Like healing sources should get your max health back.
Right. I just absolutely adore that.
Yeah, the only thing that I believe, and if it's not working, the only thing that shouldn't is your natural health regen. Every other healing resource should.
That's awesome. I just absolutely adore that.
So will daily login rewards return?
Much like with weeklies, we need to figure out what the heck's happening.
Yeah.
As soon as we fix that, I'm pretty sure that it's like between that and the weeklies, some kind of systemic issue has happened, and once we fix that, hopefully it fixes both.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot more incentive with the game now as well, which is great. You know, there's a lot more things to pursue with the different challenges and so on. It'll be really good once they get fixed.
Yeah, I'm really bummed out because like I increased the rewards for weeklies this patch, and I'm looking forward to you guys having that.
Ooh, increased rewards. You hear that, guys? Is Wingman TVT staying as a permanent game mode?
What's that? Sorry? What was the question?
Is Wingman TV2 staying as a permanent game mode?
Come on, walk it off.
I have to watch the data. If our Q health is looking good and a lot of people are playing the Q for Wingman Quick Play, then it could very well stick around.
eliminated.
some kind of wingman
Gonna
game
hurt our
mode in
reputation.
Customs.
Okay. Did they talk about cost? We did, Pixie. We did answer your question before. I don't know if you heard it. Can they speak about Unreal Engine migration?
What do you mean?
Oh, so like what Fortnite did, going from Unreal Engine 4 to 5? My guess would be that
they
would be.
certainly are very capable of doing that, given that they're the fathers of the engine. So they have a lot of advantage on that front. That's definitely going to be a very long-term, very expensive endeavor. Jesus. Nice shot. Wow. Just respect to us.
Sorry.
So right now,
I got you, Posh.
Enemies have the objective. Get it back.
I don't got you, Posh.
What is happening?
Help on the way.
I got you. Okay, no, I don't.
I don't know why you're just adding me and not putting words next to it. You need to tell me what you're adding me about.
Hey there, lovely stream. They want a player here. Thank you so much. Can we please think about a retool with Berg Sword snipers, also a buff to the ultimate? He's talking about that.
Well, I got you.
This is what I do.
So we've touched on Phantom quite a bit. I'm not really too, so we have an issue right now between her and Fixer. They're technically the same characters in some regards that, abilities-wise, that they kind of just are built around a smoke of some kind. You know, for him, it's the cluster smoke and his ability. For her, it's her nanite smoke. And about revealing and looking through it. It's very similar identities, and I want to consider something different for her. I can't give you any confirmation of what that will be, but I want to figure that out.
Hang on.
Keep on, stay alive.
But again, with her perk lineup, I want to figure out what a perk lineup for her that kind of captures the trick shooter sniper type kind of character that she is.
Spawn kill for that.
7-5. Pushes forward.
Yeah, I got you.
Skill gap. I'll think about it, Igor. Right now, there's a lot with the current Rogue Company economy that I want to think about, and you've kind of seen some of the changes that I've made. Unfortunately, there have been price jumps for the most part, but others, and might see some price drops. But right now, I want to
Contracts
It was above you.
a little more brain power towards player decision on what you should buy in what order. So, because right now it can be very free.
What a day, what a day. Why you ping Bastion if you want to ask Jared? Because if Jared doesn't notice it, I can notice it. Cost. If Pixie wants to know what's happening with Cost, we already answered that, Pixie, but Jared?
Yeah, Koth Customs, Pixie, I know that you were running your tournament and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring it out. You know, we got a really good programmer trying to do some digging, figure out what's going on with Koth Customs, because candidly the thing wasn't touched and suddenly it stopped working. So we have to do some deep dives, investigations, and talk to some people, and that takes time.
Find the change that caused it, yeah.
So yeah, it's not a matter of we just kick the machine and it works. We have to
hit it a couple times.
I wish I could just go into the office and just slap a box and it works just fine. But game dev isn't like that.
Right.
I know this has been mentioned a lot in the past couple of days, but I just can't get over the addition of the old season music.
Oh, hello.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So, yeah, I mentioned it in the past.
And season 1 came up, and I always get goosebumps when I hear that. It just
It feels like we're back in the old days when there was no background. It was just this some random gray grid background.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
It was just home, rogues, and profile. There was no weapons tab. No battle pass.
Simpler times.
Regional, you need to add me again as a friend because I can't find you in the friends.
I do want to I do want to let players have the option to choose what music they play in a future release. Right now, it's like this randomizer thing was neat, and it's kind of like our first their first step to it, but we'll get there.
So will you also have an option to keep them in shuffle in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you would have a random option, or you would pick your favorite track, right? Yeah, I'm a fan of Season 3, so I would always keep Season 3 on.
Yeah.
Is that Kyoto the one?
Yeah, it's all in the saxo.
Yeah, the one I loved was the, I think it was Season 4, the one when you introduced Wanted. Mm-hmm. No, that was pretty good.
3 and 4 are so good.
Yeah.
Some real bangers.
But aside from having these, will there be, do you think, might be adding new music to that rotation in the future?
Yeah. Who's next, guys? Who wants to join? We still have one more spot, I believe, or two.
What was it? One thing I noticed, with the last lobby, was actually also in the Wanted film, wasn't it? With the sort of the haunted house sort of theme. That would be pretty cool as a map as well. If that if there was a Halloween event, bam, throw that in the mix.
Dark Light is here.
I don't know if that was or is something in progression, but the whole theme and everything was fantastic.
I originally just thought it was Wanted, the inside of Wanted just altered a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah, that's kind of what we did. We took a snapshot of that space and the army team dressed it up.
Let's go.
Make it look nice and spooky.
Cabal, get over here.
Oh, sorry, Johnny. I will invite you after this.
Oh, these games are getting exciting now. Look, the people start coming in. Let's go.
Cabal, get over here.
Right, Johnny, I will invite you after this game instead of someone. I can always join for another game if there's a spot. Okay, I'm gonna clear queue, guys, and you can rejoin so that we can have Escaz Jared, yes.
Yeah, that's me.
That's Jared. Right, so do the form the teams and start the game.
Well, we've got one vacancy here, and no one wants to come.
I mean, anyone can. It's not. Don't all volunteer at once.
Thank you. I'm trying. I am getting a fever, guys. So, it's getting very interesting.
I'm just gonna do this, because,
Yeah, do whatever. Just form the teams. I think that might be a bit too much.
I don't know. No, I don't know, to be honest. But
7 Minutes of Terror, we're working, we're investigating the issues that we're having with our stability and server stuff. But I'm not ignoring your question. I just didn't see it. At this time, sorry, we're figuring it out. We know that it's gotten pretty bad, so building a case for it.
With custom games, do you think that you'll introduce toggle options? So say that you're hosting a tourney where it's the finals, instead of having the typical standard rounds, maybe you want to put it to 5 or something like that. Or maybe if two teams just really wanted to play whatever, just having the option to play around with how many rounds is available and so on and so on.
Yeah, I can put that on the list. Doing something like that would require just a bit of an overhaul on our game mode system to make that more accommodating. So it'll take a lot longer, but it's, that's on my list. I do want to I do like the option of being able to expand customs and have players tune it and adjust it however they see fit, so that, you guys can just have fun and just play our game, right?
Yeah, that's it. Just there's a custom game for how you want to play it.
Yeah, just because, I think it's a longevity option, and I do want to pursue things that add more longevity.
Yeah, what about starting a custom by yourself? Say if someone wanted to explore the map, right? And they didn't want people running around shooting them and stuff. There should be an option where you can just load up a custom and start and not have a minimum, unless there's obviously any issues with that.
I need to look into that and see if that's even possible.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really good.
Oh,
They'll give players
thank you
the
so much
option
for the
to
rate,
go around the
Ricky.
map without the pressures of skipping.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Time for some fun.
Alright, let's continue with
Actually, as well, like maybe just like an additional thing,
we can.
like like for instance on Breach that you've got the area with the targets that you can shoot. Like maybe you can even dot them around the map and then just give a player just something to shoot at as they're running around. But then maybe that gets a bit technical in terms of obviously.
It gets a bit technical and just like, environmental narrative stuff that doesn't quite make sense. That you would have like target dummies scattered around Skyfell or in Wanted. It made sense for Breach because Breach is like a Rogue Company training facility. So. And
they are aware of that
Violence is an option. Really.
Who came up with that new Dima skin?
Oh, Jared, sorry. So my point that I meant earlier.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, because King is asking so many questions, guys.
Sorry. Carry on.
Okay. So Ali, they are aware of that bug, and they need more clips. So if you have any, just send them through. Good Saint, get Tenacity to increase their survivability for a Steam game plan for DMRs and ARs as they have taken over. One question.
Two separate questions.
I believe so.
Okay, I think Saint, in terms of his general durability, I think he's okay because he's got access to armor, and I'm pretty happy where he's at currently. He's pretty strong given all the circumstances. And like the healing regen field is also a source of, air quotes, durability, because you can heal through the damage you sustain.
Hello.
So, at that time, no. But yeah, general game plan for the ARs and DMRs is to make adjustments to them so that they are powerful and accurate at their ranges, but not so much in the close ranges where the SMGs and shotguns should shine. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Ty Valley, it's called a skill issue.
Customs with options to choose weapons, gadget, weapon, badge for the thick phase. Let's go back a bit.
Savage.
You can see me as a Dahlia skin, Nyx as a Saint, and Elvin as a Shock. Maybe they did have a character for each of these partners. Who knows? Oh, yeah, it's her partner, by the way. Right.
Oh, Alex is there. Oh, nice.
I think a pause function for customs, I think that's something we can look at.
Come here.
Because I agree, you might have instances where you need to, in a tournament setting, that's just standard for a lot of, tournament, like, competitive esports games in general, but having a pause function there for, goodwill and dealing with issues is important. Yeah, I agree.
Virgie, I am a partner, which explains why I'm hosting this event, but Pixie is not a partner. So, we were talking about each of us getting a skin, and, I'm a partner, Elvin is a partner. And thanks for partner! Will the mainframe Juke skin bug where she's treated? Did you answer this one?
No, but I've answered it, I think, on Twitter, but yeah, we're aware, and we just need to fix the base idle animations for that skin. Hopefully we can get it done for the mid-patch, but we'll see. I'm not too thrilled that she's got the wrong animation.
Okay. Oh, how? Okay, I didn't see that. Apple Jacks or Fruit Loops?
Oh, that's a good one.
Same cereal.
Finally, some good
questions. Are these, this is gonna sound really weird, but what are these?
They sound like cereal.
Are these cereal?
Yeah. You don't know what these are? Oh, I suppose.
No.
Oh, y'all missing out, bro.
If you guys don't know, I am from the Middle East and I live in Europe, so I don't know I don't think we have them.
That's crazy.
What cereals do you have?
So basically, in Germany, they do have a lot of cereals. I just never grew up eating cereals. I grew up eating like a decent breakfast.
Oh, rats! Oh, that hurts me in the brain.
What else do we have? Getting a punish function for people who let you wait 2 hours in custom lobbies.
Big boy.
That's more
You invited that person, didn't you?
yeah, I was like... that's like you opted into it, because I mean, it's something you can opt out on. It's like if you're waiting for too long, custom.
You guys... Oh, yes. Make sure I don't rely on this.
Right. Hey Jared, can you add a year 3 pass or as every battle pass for this year for like £20 and rogues too?
Every battle pass for a year for like £20. I mean, I can pitch that to our monetization team and see what they think. I'll make a note. Noted.
I keep telling you, Jerry, we want to spend money.
I know you want to. I want you to spend money.
Crazy. Gamble, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream.
I also want to play a fun and functional game.
Yeah, more importantly.
Was it, question for you, Jared, was it intentional for, like, the event supply drops to all give the same skin?
You mean like, no.
Because it's not randomized, people are just getting the same...
Everybody getting, what was it, Scourge, Seeker, Dahlia...
Insane.
Yeah, that was not intentional.
Okay.
And we have a potential fix for it to come out soon that will also hopefully adjust the issues with the event pass.
Sure.
Because I have a fix for the event pass, but we just kind of have to package it and put it out.
Right.
Yeah, wait, so the randomization was not on purpose?
No. But I mean, if you're getting the same thing, it's not exactly random.
It's meant to be randomized, it's not, though.
Yeah.
I think that was the issue when the supply drops first came in as well.
Right, yeah.
Got a new flyer?
Igor, yeah, I see that in other games. That's like your computer kind of hitching on, like, the inputs, like, suddenly changing. I've seen that in other games that I play, because I play other games with the controller and encounter similar issues.
Oh, wow.
So, I'll keep an eye out for it, and I'll let my programming team know, see if there's some way to deal with that, but otherwise, it's more of like your PC going like, oh, we just lost input, and just like it's scrambling to sort yourself out.
Yeah, get rid of that barbed wire.
Hey.
Someone is asking about the trench barbed wire glitch getting fixed on factory, since we are a factory.
Alright, no glitch.
Right.
Alright, Sean.
Screenshots!
2 seconds, bro.
So, I've answered this a couple of times. I think that it's more of addressing Trench's ability and how it functions at the code level. And so, yeah, it just needs to probably be rebuilt and changed in some way so that it doesn't do that. Because even in other maps, it destroys itself and you throw it. I'm not too happy about that. So, there's a lot that needs to be done.
Right. Sorry, Miss Ray, no worries. I won't forgive you. Street Fighter 2 or Mortal Kombat 2.
I won't.
I didn't play Mortal Kombat 2. I played Mortal Kombat 3. So, if you offered those up, I would pick MK3 over Street Fighter 2. I know Street Fighter 2 is very popular, but...
Oh, I found a drop.
Oh. But if it was Third Strike versus...
So, right there. There we go, I just took a screenshot of it.
We already answered that, but...
Yeah, it's gonna come back with
invisible barbed wire.
Yeah, there you go, Floyd.
Jared, we found a spot. It's right here.
Right here.
It's right where the cannon is.
I
I took damage for you.
Do you know what? If there's a consistency,
I died.
It's along this like road that I tend to find glitched.
Okay. Along. No.
Enemies have control of the objective.
Right, the Pixie says, I don't think you asked them, but what are their thoughts about solo duo queue only for Diamond Plus in ranks? I think you need a lot of players for that.
Well,
Okay, Ballin, get out of here with that axe.
yeah, that's something that I need to think about. And I need to talk to a lot of like of our competitive player base to get their thoughts on it. You know, because there's always like the issues of like, is a 4-stack problematic? Is running solo problematic? How to balance between the two.
Oh, the two
turn
snipers
ranges
are left.
or in general. So yeah, that's going to require some conversations with a lot of you. To be honest, because I want to make sure that you know our audience is big with our game. So it'll take some time to figure out.
They crushed us. Fight harder next time.
So Billy's mom says they have a great singing voice, so they want to chop in on some creator skins voice lines. Cool. Shameless ads.
If you've got a good room to record sound on, sure. Why not?
Solo duo queue would improve matchmaking because rogue rank players stack against lower ranks and even players that aren't even placed. It has the matchmaking.
Utility out.
Why do I get no scope in the face 97% of the time?
Skill issue.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Not done yet.
That was trash, K Ballin. Trash.
I'm asking the important question.
Very small window next to your head, bro.
And you hit all the windows.
No,
Wow!
Kingston
was trying to be a bro with the revive.
Tortellini, I'm not gonna read that.
Get it back.
Lance, I hope you're doing alright. Thanks for the tip. Keep Lois says thanks for the tip. Oh no. I want to be able to bet my RP for a greater ROI. Thoughts?
What are you, like, Hail Marrying your barbed wire? What the?
What you gotta do, bro?
That's crazy.
No!
Let's watch Kingston.
Actually, that's a good point. Instead of like XP boosters, what about reputation boosters?
Let me do.
If you win good. If you lose, you lose.
Yeah. So like the XP boosters.
Oh.
But instead, like also have reputation boosters where you activate it and any game you play, it will double your reputation, for instance.
So, I mean, I think that would. It might skew based on not the economy. It's like boosting, right? Like you're artificially launching yourself to a placement that you probably don't belong into. Or you overshoot, as it were, right? Which can happen naturally if you just are in a winning streak.
Let's get it back.
I don't think that wins because I played against him in the tournament, and they are a decent player. I think I can win. I want to bet it up. Griffin.
Griffin, if you want to double down, you need to do that at the start before you even know you're going to win or lose.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's the point. Otherwise, nobody would double down.
That was a crazy night.
You saw that, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, he was on stream.
I can never get up there. I try so much, but I can never get up there.
Hurt our reputation.
So Fixer doesn't get aim assist assist through smoke anymore on controller. Is that intended or a bug?
So, who did I talk to about this? Because I think I talked to somebody this week already. So there's a combination there. There's an intention of we don't want aim assist to work through smokes because then players with controllers can feel out where a player is through the smoke.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, because we used to have that, and we're in our initial like prototyping and stuff, and we're like, that's a little sketchy. So we made that change, and then we introduced the Fixer with his ability, and he kind of like breaks the rule of being able to see through smokes. But then again, that complexity of those two different systems creates that situation where, yeah, he doesn't get aim, like a Fixer with controller doesn't get aim assist. So that's something, there's some kind of nuance there that I need to like figure out.
Get away.
Through code. So I agree. But yeah, I don't want to like do a blanketed change and be like, oh, you can just have aim assist through smokes because that negatively impacts the system as a whole. So, yeah.
While we're on the topic of Fixer, why doesn't, I think, do you know what, maybe in terms of good combat, why fire doesn't appear in his heat vision, and it's also annoying because, you know, sometimes you're fixing, you run straight through it.
Yeah.
But then, if you add it, could you make it like a glare so it's a counter to Fixer as well? So if he starts bashing you, you know, you use fire at him, and he's
I do like that. I think at one point when we were working on it, I actually was like pushing for that kind of change of like, well, let's like why not just have like Scorch be like brighter because, you know, other with her, you know, she's a fire-based character, but like also like, yeah, like we can obfuscate his vision with fire. So I think that's super neat, and we can see about it. Sure.
I think that'll make Scorch just a little bit more interesting, I think, as well, like in terms of like tactical play, other than just like passively immune to fire.
Yeah, you would pick Scorch into Fixer, or, you know, you would pick somebody with a Molotov into Fixer.
Alright, so where are we now? I'm sneezing a lot. If you guys see someone sneezing and you're not hearing anything, let's just keep it. Right.
Get wrecked!
As Jared, our strike packs. Whoa. I'm not gonna read that. Let's continue. I play them in case, I'm not sure. Someone asked about a gifting system? Like in Fortnite?
That'd be cool. I would love that.
Is this a solid gold throwing axe?
So I agree. I mean, that's a neat system to have, and you know, it gets players given, you know, being like, nice to each other. So yeah, sure. It's down on the list.
All enemies
I hear you. I've heard so many people bring it up, so I agree.
Yeah, I was sick.
I got you, Lance. DJ King, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. Boss, can you ask Jared about sharing currency while in the plane or before round starts?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I need to really think about that because there's a lot of like fringe cases in which that can be good, really good or really bad. Like right now, there's a Kestrel in the match.
Maybe add like a bank transfer as
And
like
she could be like everybody's sugar mama because
I mean, isn't she already though?
Well, not really. She's actually more very narratively. She's a veteran and has a high price tag. So it's not so much that she's generous and looks out for others. She's definitely not. She looks out for herself. She wants to get paid more than anyone.
Give me my shirt.
So I need to think about that. I think there's some compelling arguments for that because, like, you know, you can have a team like pool their money in some way and like keep up with the, you know, the power curve of the match, or you know, you have an underperformer being shored up by somebody who's overperforming. There's a lot to think about there.
still raw.
Helicopter noise in the menu. They are tackling that, Pixie. We already went through that. Dale is gonna have that, which is a big win.
So
Yeah, about sharing currency.
Igor, I have never encountered that issue. So it's not a known issue to me. And that's just not me saying like, well, I've never run into it, therefore it's not an issue. It's more like, I need more data information on that. Like, do you know when that happens, like what you're doing when that happens, or
I thought it was
other variables that could be at play?
Do you mean that airplane?
Not done yet.
No. It's he's saying like when he's playing on Rogue on PC, sometimes the game tabs out by itself while you're playing.
Oh.
And you have to like click back into it. I personally have not ran into that issue.
Move in.
And Igor, you're kind of like the first person to say what that issue. So I need more information. Okay, so you run into it too, Griffin. Griffin, give me logs the next time it happens.
Yeah! There were so many headshots in that.
Hey Jared, why did I get banned 2 times for being too good? Switch?
I can't speak for our support system.
Yeah.
I just work on the game. I don't work on the ban systems or anything like that. So
Make the game great again.
Right.
yeah.
Arthur needs to get down from there.
Which you do be sus though. So maybe that's the problem. Can be exposing myself. How do I feel for being a support?
Oh.
Am I
Not done yet.
You were for a few days, Lens, but all good.
Enemy spotted.
More questions
Thing
about
being a total
SMGs.
G.
I saw it.
Yeah.
The answer is not revert.
What's done is done.
Yeah.
So close.
Oh, I am
If
stuck.
you're looking for us to go back, it's done.
Just live with it, guys. Learn to adapt and
Like,
change.
we're gonna tune it and make adjustments, but we're not going back.
Oh Lord.
Utility out.
Oh, I can't jump. Okay.
Can he see you, Captain?
Another contract in the bag.
This one's a very funny game. Damn.
I was enjoying it.
Yeah, it was a
Earlier on the 6k damage, my dude.
37 downs? What the heck? Good lord. Dirty.
Season 1 was my favorite season of Rogue. Hi boss, hi Twitty. Dawson adding a FFA mode.
Great for all.
Alright, let's use next in queue.
Are we
So
happy
we
to
need to
stick
get
with Strike
in-
Out, or do we want to swap in a bit of demo? Just a little bit? Again?
Dodgeball? Is that on the board?
Dodgeball is, but I don't, yeah, we'll try
Maybe
it.
we
Why
should
not?
do-
That's alright, we'll swap it up. Just we'll throw one random one in.
Yeah, it's a random one. Dodgeball's fun. It's the best
So
game.
we're gonna get Johnny and... Oh, I almost declined that. Oof, my brain is not functioning anymore. Right.
Ma'am, are you really asking for unique things? Like, are you for free stuff? You want handouts?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Of course everybody wants handouts. They want the free things. I can't answer that kind of stuff. That's more of our brand and monetization team. I'll pass that feedback along to them and be like, hey, somebody wants a free skin. And we'll see how that goes.
Wait, Johnny, are you still on?
Peace in the Panic. Yeah, when we find the right time to drop a cinematic trailer, we will.
So, Jared,
Yes.
you've murdered Lancer Arbitrator. You've murdered Speed and Toughness.
Murdered.
What's next?
What's the next thing, sorry, that you're despawning?
Yeah, what's the next thing?
Oh my gosh. I don't want to set a precedence of that.
August Bingo is that little meme thing with his little face in that little...
Right, the Grim Reaper.
Right, Johnny, you back me?
Hey, that was me. I I will own up to that meme. That was my fault.
Awesome. That's all I can think of. What's next, bro?
Really, it's more of like, you know, from playing the game myself for a very long time.
Yeah.
From listening to all of our players and from looking at the data, talking to the creators, and then talking with my own team. It's more about like, you know, we have our direction that we want to go in, which is to like, you know, bring back identity to our characters and our weapons,
right,
and strengthen that so that like players have things that they can like naturally gravitate toward and actually have differences in play styles.
Sure.
As opposed to everybody chasing the same thing and doing the same thing and picking things as really of no consequence. So I definitely want to, you know, find those opportunities where they lie and also address like those nails that stick out a little too far and too dominantly, because like I want my players to have fun and to also like make the choices and feel good about those choices that they make when they play. And again, like have their own personalities, have their own player expression, you know, because like character specialists or weapon specialists is great. It's good, you know. If everything is the same, then that leads to stagnation.
Right.
And everything gets kind of boring. And then the people who are frustrated with that, just like they just, you know, put their hands up in the air and either go with the flow or just not. So a lot of it is to like, yeah, strengthen identity, but also like break the stagnation that, you know, any game could really fall into when you're not looking to, when you start homogenizing stuff.
Right. And the question like sounds super negative, so I was kind of like doing a little mocking of the very negative people on social media, but like both changes made are huge W's.
And I think like you know, I am thinking about weapon mastery, but there's a bit of like a compromise that I do want to make there in that like, you know, there is like the fun of like grinding and working and unlocking a thing and having that player choice of pursuing that kind of weapon. But also like on like the, you know, identity side, it's like, well, how can I really strengthen the identity of a character if like they can break the rules with picking different weapons?
Finding that balance of identity and expression, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why like the Lancer Arbitrator thing was a bit problematic, because, you know, she had that opportunity to break that rule, and the way her passive worked with the Arbitrator, it pretty much eliminated the drawbacks of the weapon, despite the weapon being so strong. Like, she was fast, so she could close the gap and get into those spaces, get into that kill space very quickly, but then she could also just circumvent the reload speed. So, like, and that's not the only weapon that she could get her hands on and break. LMGs, snipers, you know, the devotion. The really, like, the weapons that are very high damage, but are offset by other things that, like, mobility or reload speed. She broke that a little too much.
Yep.
And it really was just kind of a hardcore deviation from that core.
Which, that was a perfect change to it, like, finding that little definition of a mag fed, like, I was always curious, like, how would you fix that other than removing weapon mastery entirely? So, like, it's an amazing solution that I don't know many would have thought of.
Yeah, it's. I definitely, because like I didn't want to break the passive, like because the passive is perfect for her because, you know, she is this like glass cannon, parkoury, agile character.
Yeah.
And that dynamic, you know, action of like reloading on a dodge roll is fun. It's compelling. But we didn't want to like again have it break the rules too much. So we pursued this nuance.
Right. Oh, Vertigo. I love this. Like, the setting and atmosphere is perfect.
Yeah, I like this
It
one.
feels like the antithesis to Breach.
Is there actually a location? Because it does say undisclosed. Is there actually a location for
the actual location?
Gosh, I have to remind myself.
I knew it.
Like, we have some narrative documents off every map that we do.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself where it is exactly.
Sorry, let me look at the geography. I'll be able to tell. Give me a second.
No, you're not going to be able to tell.
Well, see here. Well, you have this very Brazilian dirt right here, so obviously.
Jesus, you're giving me geology PTSD. I used to be a geology major before I switched over to game tech.
Oh.
Get right, bro.
Ma'am, I think we should be a bit more respectful, because I don't think what you're asking for can be achieved by, you know, being mean or rude. Anyways, we can continue.
You will not regret this.
I might be late, I don't know. This has been talked about, but like servers are now at an all-time worst. Is there a hot fix? Yeah.
Do a theme type of Umbra.
Yeah, more questions, and I'm happy to reiterate it again. Yeah, we're aware that, you know, the stability has gotten pretty bad, and we're investigating it. And the thing that I would like to ask from you guys is to do your civic duty, and, you know, when you have those issues, conclude the match, and at the end of the match report, grab that match ID on the top right, and share that to me through the Discord stuff. Because the more data we have, it helps us see the pattern as to what's going on, and hopefully fix it. The crash rates, I have programmers looking into figuring out what's wrong with the crash rates, just ongoing work. So I do apologize for this build's state. I'm not too happy with it, and, you know, I'm causing a ruckus on my end to try to get things addressed.
I will say, this is one of the smoothest updates, in my opinion, in my experience too. Like, I haven't had a lot of problems.
Same.
I get that, but there are a lot of players who are having a lot of problems,
right?
And we're not, you know, blind to that, and we're very concerned, and we're.
Pixie is asking smoothest.
Fighting side by side with the
Turtle Lady,
roads.
good night. And now Miss Bavery is asking for ranked in demo. We have attacker and defender side. It would be awesome if we could take those roles meant for attacking or defending. And when we switch to attack or defense, yeah. Like it was before, basically.
Yeah, you know, it was something that we had previously because, yeah, I agree. I definitely value players making choices on picking a rogue, whether based on okay, what map are we playing on? Are we on attacker or defender? And you do that to Switch and you change it up, so that's interesting, and that's something I do want to maintain. We just gotta fix a bug. There's a major bug that I need to put power towards with programming to figure out, so that functionality can come back.
I guess I owe you one.
It's just that we have a lot that we need to fix, so there's a bit of a priority order. So just hang in there. I'm dealing with the more critical stuff first.
A lot of people are commenting on the smoothest.
Well, people don't agree with me.
I think Boss is I don't agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the servers have been actually acting up quite a lot. But today has been really good, guys. Just embrace this moment. Nice. Allie's going in. That was a nice shot. That Allie on the runway?
Oh, I see what she's done. That's cheeky.
45 seconds left.
Talking about.
Come on, Kibon, get that axe. Where is it?
They crushed us. Run it again.
No, you're on my team, so I need that axe.
Bro, I ain't got money for it, dude. I haven't got paid yet.
Being so lazy. Get a job. Look good, get paid.
Welcome.
Yeah, it didn't go something like it looked good.
Servers have been bad before Jared got here. I mean, obviously. Not gonna lie, when Jared came back when you became the lead designer, a lot of people actually came back to this game, so.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping to do, is try to make this game as fun as it can be and also as functional as it can be, so that if you build it, they'll come.
Enemy left.
I mean, this has been the most interactive we've ever been with any of the devs, so.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, facts.
Allie is not afraid of fire.
You're going off right now. You're relentless, bro.
No, you did.
Oh.
Ooh! Ooh!
Hey Jared, would there be a way for early adopters who bought, say, the Stardust Founders pack to be able to buy the higher tier Founders?
Oh my
You read that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. To make that only available just to those people, like, I'd have to talk to the brand team and see what's feasible, because we certainly probably couldn't do it through the store page, because, like, yeah, we want the founders to have the founders stuff, and only them. So, that's the point.
Yeah.
So, it's tricky.
Oh, Igor, so good.
Oh, let's go!
Oh, wow.
That emote, the skin.
That's crazy. Kingston,
DJ King, I am making adjustments to ARs so that they don't win out in those hipfire situations.
Dallas looks like Rudolph right now on my screen. He's got a red nose.
And ARs need to work in and only in their ranges, so be patient. I'm working on things as quick as I'm able, and as careful and diligently as I'm able, so just hang in there, man.
The Founders pack was $50.
Oh.
I remember the
If you guys
Founders
don't
pack.
know, this is literally the first game I ever played in my entire life, so... And it only started 3 years ago. But I'm cracked. You can 1v1 me right now. So please let me
This is the only game you've played?
So I started with Rogue, and then went to Veiled.
Yeah.
And what's nice is that...
Like, this is the only game you played up, like, this was the first game you've played?
Yeah, ever, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I only started when I moved to Germany because where I come from, the internet is trash. And then when COVID hit, I just started gaming because I got nothing else to do.
Oh, I felt bad.
I felt that.
Hiroko is what got you, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Allie missing her shots? No way.
That Dallas skin is absolute. I love it.
30 seconds left.
It's fine, baby.
Then wipe it out. Run it again.
They technically win the hipfire situation. Yo, Sai, internet in Germany is like good, you know? I am here streaming and having this game on. Where I come from, there is no even electricity, so there is no need for internet. When can Lisa come over for a sleepover? What do you...
Excuse me?
What?
I like that he asked you for permission.
Oh my god, yeah, I know, right?
Ow, my Igor.
You don't need to ask.
Oh, that's a value grenade.
What? Yeah, that's crazy, Griffin. Why can't I be there? I want to see you too.
You've been wiped out.
Oh, that was a quick one.
No, just Kingston.
Igor and King being on the same team.
Can we get a Rogue Company cookout? I bring the place, but leave with most of the food. I'm loving these vibes. I can cook, guys. I cook great food. If you want to see my food, you can join Discord, you know? We can wear our matching PJs and tell ghost stories. Oh my god, Griffin.
I'm just getting like battle pass ideas, is what I'm hearing.
Jeff Cannon, baby.
Listen. Never? No? Wow. Luckily, did you say you're going to bed?
Play bowling.
What the heck?
Yeah, pretty much 3J.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm not here, bro.
Come on. Oh, I ain't moving. He did. Oh.
Regional, what do you mean by fixed?
Come on. You got this.
I believe in you.
You got this, Cable, and do it. won't get closer to me, I swear.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Come on, buddy.
No way.
Oh, there you go.
No way, bro.
T-minus 45.
Well, Sean didn't say anything there, but he must be boiling on the inside.
Can't speak, I've got an axe on my mouth.
So regional, we did, I think in this update, we had Environment Art kind of do a test to see what we could do to improve the performance on Arena. Let me know if there's still issues with it, because it was kind of like a best guess adjustment to see what we could do. So yeah.
Oh, back up to you, go.
Eyes up. 10 seconds remaining. You've been wiped out.
There we go.
Regroup and try again.
Problem solved.
Match point for the enemy.
Fine sus. He comes from an axe throwing family. Right, guys, if you want to do, I think we're going to do one more game after this one. If you want to join, type !join. And join for a final game.
I'm saucy.
These matches have gone by so fast. I feel like all I've done is just revive.
Yeah, dang, honestly.
We're getting a lot of games then.
Yeah, let's get in, people. Thank you.
On Virgo, this cracks me up every time because of what happened to Kyle there. It's like everybody pushes up and gets to that point and they don't look to their left. You gotta be careful.
I'm not used to just getting sniped in 2 seconds of the match starting, bro.
That's Igor.
You want a refund, bro?
Refund.
The snipers were cold.
Igor and King don't mess around. I think they've spent more time in the shooting range than they have in actual matches.
Right. So I think do one more game. Pick whatever mode you want. We need to get Peace and the Panic in. And Omega, are you still up? Because you said you were gonna sleep. So if you're just joining to join, please tell me.
Right, let's have a look. Played that map,
Oh, Griffin is asking, would the other devs be open to doing a dev partner tournament for charity?
I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I can have some conversations and see what we can organize. And then for Ms. Savory, yeah, we're looking onto some of those issues, especially that big list that Elvin sent me. I need more information on some of those issues. So hopefully I can get that stuff from you guys. And again, like, hopefully we can also fix the COD situation, and we should be able to get it addressed by June. I'm not... If we don't, I would be very upset. And Igor, yeah, I hear you, bud. Just keep an eye out, bud.
Is Ali still playing, boss?
I will see the queue and I will invite.
Oh, it's like you. Alright, Feddies.
I can take an invite.
Oh, I sent one. Then I'll get you.
Alright, so I need... Okay, Birth by Love.
There we go.
He's on the Panic.
I can't find you. That me, I can't find you. Late night stream, love to see it. Yeah, I know, it's like one for me right now.
I appreciate you hosting.
It's bedtime.
Got you. Bedtime, no, I'm just like, I would love to do it this, for more hours, but this cold is like, you know, not so good.
This is a really good setup, though, you know?
Just log in? Okay.
Yep, we're going on 3.5 hours, so that's really good.
Yeah.
I think that's around the same time we did last.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed.
It was like 9.5 longer, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2.5 last time, I think.
That's right, baby.
I love Vice.
Yeah, I'm always happy to do this after every patch we drop.
What happens with daily logins? Same issues as weekly?
I think it's a really, really good idea. Really good idea.
And we can go back to regional, I think. Regional. Let's see.
Hey, Posh, you want to get on our team? Let's go against the viewers against creators.
Did we get Madison? Okay, Madison.
Appreciate it, regional.
Okay, I got lost. You're off, okay. Oh.
Guys, make sure
What
you
is
stretch
your
and hydrate.
in-game
This is a long session.
Do you know what is your in-game name?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll shout you. Oh, that's you.
Buddy.
Cool. Let's get it going. Right, so
Appreciate it too.
I don't know what you want to do about these teams. You can do whatever you want.
I think it's
If you cheer it.
Creators against viewers, baby.
yeah, that's it. There we go.
Let's go, baby.
Miss Christina, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Jared, any thoughts on reworking Talon?
Yeah, Talon's kind
There's
of
no
a weird
rules.
place. He's a lot of his kit's built around him just killing people, and then he's got this intel piece with his ability.
Yeah,
So,
give him tracker rounds.
He's got a bit of a dilemma. Do I make him more of a supporter? Do I make him more of a duelist? So there's going to be a long-term thinking about this guy. He needs
Sure.
he needs to be pushed one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I think the duelist might be a good idea because one of the thing with his darts is you can really throw him in places that is quite a bit of a bastard to get, really, to be honest. So, and I think it would also suit his character as well.
100%.
Sort of having that theme, because especially even like with Vice, for instance, you could throw a dart in the most awkward place,
I'm gonna see it.
and people don't have a chance to see it.
Yeah. If I push him in the duelist direction, then he pretty much loses the radar dart, and I give him something a little more selfish, a little more offensive, and I would keep probably most of his perk lineup because he's really good at killing right now. But if I push him more of the support direction, then he keeps the radar dart, and he gets a different distribution of perks and weapons.
Because the thing is, well, he's got things like padded steps and stuff as well, and the thing is that people like doing is they'll creep around the map and they'll keep throwing his dart just to know that the area is clear and continue to.
It's pretty degenerate.
Yeah.
He's got an identity crisis that I need to figure out for him. I do like his mag glove, and I want his mag glove too. If I push him in the direction, if I push him in the duelist direction, I'm going to let his mag glove exist on him, but also have a bit more strength that makes it a little more offensive. So something to think about.
Must I?
I'll hold the line.
Griffin, stop.
Jared, why there's the most? The comment that I was making earlier that you told me to send you a message. So you see the screen now where everyone's picking their rogues.
Yeah.
I think couldn't you have instead of the standard emblems and so on, actually have so for me I picked my runway, actually have my runway with my skin standing there looking at the enemy team, and then obviously everyone else and vice versa, so everyone so it'd be runway, Anvil, Cannon and Mac all looking at the enemy, and then obviously the enemy team exactly the same with all their skins.
Oh, you want a more cinematic presentation.
I think it just makes it a bit more again, it goes with the whole good I always muddle it up, but look good, get paid, all of that, and it's look at that, and I think it just make it a bit more personalized and a bit more maybe a bit more value for your money as well with the skins and so on.
Yeah, I get that. I'll have to think about that. There's definitely some concerns doing that.
I can imagine.
Mainly on the performance side, because this scene behaves pretty strong. Because there's a lot of in this scene we kind of have a lot of background data. Yeah. Because you would have access. Because essentially what's happening in this scene is that you have all the rogues you own, plus all of the things that they have equipped. And all the weapons, and plus all the things those weapons have equipped. That's a lot of like assets and data that exist in that background. So introducing any more things that could possibly cause performance issues. But I'll think about it.
I do love that our team is just a bunch of big beefy boys and their mom.
We're Sigma, baby, come on. Play Dr. Lizzie music, bitch.
It's Nana and her sons. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, so I don't know, unit, we said there's no rules, you can do whatever you want. These hunters on where it should say it's just something funny, yeah. Like if you throw them in a certain spot, how should we do? Talking about these sensors.
Oh, what's up?
I forgot he's in this game.
Ooh.
Total lady.
And Grass, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Will there be a level raise? Yes, we already went through that. There will be a level raise.
Yep.
Oh no.
As high as I could get it to go. So.
Yeah.
Unlucky, I need to pick bots first before I even think about PvE. Like, our bot
Horde
experience.
mode sounds sweet.
It does.
Jackal mode or something.
But with the way they behave right now, it's not a value add.
Yeah.
Jared, would you be down to make a rogue with a passive that mimics enemy passives, like when they kill them, they copy it?
So like a Bizarro. Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Say it's like a Kirby type, like. I know it's like a strange comparison, but. Okay, come on.
I mean, honestly, I would probably even go further and be like, well, also the ability. That's interesting. Sure. Like, we've had, you know, all kinds of ideas of, like, kind of characters that work in those weird ways based on, like, how good you are as a player. You know, and having rogues that require a certain level of skill to use is also valuable. Rogues are really cool.
Yeah. Let's take from X-Max, Kashi, coming from behind. Get him. That's crazy.
We're out of reinforcements. Focus up.
Oh, not it.
Kirby and Rogue, and Igor has another question for you, Jared.
Yep. Players meant to be able to purchase skins that are used in exclusive bundles. I'm not sure. Again, that's like brand monetization team decisions. So I don't make the rules on those, and I definitely I'm not up to pace with what they're deciding on for the store. So I'd have to talk to them and figure out what their game plan is, what their intents are.
Okay. Hey, we got wrecked this round, huh?
Right.
What happened?
Let me see the score.
We're about to lose.
Enemy secured the objective.
Tortellini on the shotgun.
Of course.
Crazy.
My character suddenly doesn't feel that beastie anymore.
Almost as if they removed speed and toughness, huh?
It is a little strange. It's gonna take a little getting used to see Anvil just run a little faster.
It is.
I mean, also training for being not so squishy.
Right.
So
it's
two-way street.
A welcome
No,
change.
they're gonna call them Christian. Robert. Boss is having a moment right now with her head. The ugly name? Wow. Someone ban this guy. Right now.
Tosh, get over here.
Wow, that's nice.
How do you pronounce your name? It's Christian.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But you can just say boss. Boss is easier. Or bow. I think the first person that called me Bo was Rashard.
Oh my lord.
I like Bo. I'm gonna be Bo from now on. Clown.
Sean is just throwing some.
Boss.
Guys,
Yeah,
they
so
wanna
Boss
put it out.
comes. So when I started gaming, I was gaming on my boyfriend's account, and it was like my
Boom.
If you guys don't know what bitch means, it means like little boss. It's the name I created. Just because my boyfriend wanted his account back. So I had to create an account for me.
Usually my name goes like K-Hole and the Brad calls it Coblin.
Coblin, exactly.
Coblin, bro.
Coblin.
Oh my god, bro.
Does that mean something specific? That is amazing. Yes. Yes, Griffin. So like in German, like Shen at the end makes something like smaller, basically, like bread or whatever. So I just called myself Little Boss. I agree, Nightbot.
Oh, so that's why the description is like that.
I know, Igor. He's trying to impress everyone here.
What? Who?
Mega Forza. No one is talking about you. Stop being so self-centered.
No, I was saying who?
Yeah, okay. See, Griffin?
What's going on? Griffin, give me a compliment.
He already did.
What?
Damn.
Dang. We're playing ranked or casual?
That's the way to enter games, guys.
Oh, really? I didn't get it. Ah! Yeah. Oh.
He's eliminated. That's gonna hurt our reputation.
Report.
Match point for the enemies.
He's reporting everyone. Well. Oh my god. Can I start calling you Bo from now on? I like Bo.
Call me out, kiddo.
You know, if I want to take the bottom out, I have to take the snipers out too, because they are diametrically opposed. So, shotguns have a place, and they're just as controversial.
What are you playing, Nazim? We have an event with creators and board members of Rogue with Jared. And these are customs.
Defend it.
I leave shotguns, never mind. Yeah, okay. Exactly.
Oh no.
Oh, it's attached to me.
Shotgun broke with SLK. Never seen Igor go back so fast. I know, right?
Let's get it back.
Snipers, that's because the SKL is pretty strong right now.
Yeah, I can tell.
The S12 got a little humbled, and so people are kind of hopping over to the ones that haven't been touched yet, so.
Christina is saying shotguns are fine.
Well, she's certainly not getting an AR. I know people are saying that.
Yeah, no.
She's got to get in close. I'm sorry. Like that's
I don't see her with an AR.
No, I don't either.
That's her identity. She's a close combat. Like she's fast. She needs to get into your face. That's.
Oh my god.
You don't get to have it all. That's not how it goes.
Boss, why are you not sleeping?
Yeah.
Because I'm enjoying all of your company.
Defend it.
And I know it's late.
Sticky sensor's not supposed to stick. It's a bug.
A lot of explosives.
Igor, you're right. I'm thinking about a lot of things for shotgun.
I can't shoot.
Oh my god, Griffin.
I can't shoot.
Oh my god, he just killed himself.
I couldn't shoot. I fixed it.
You had that issue?
Yeah, I just had an issue where I just couldn't shoot, so I just had to.
Okay. Okay. Give me a fire alarm. After this,
people. How are you feeling? I am feeling not so great, that's for sure. I should be in bed, guys, when I'm sick. We should keep this bug for sticky sensors. Grab it.
Contract select.
He's a trash one. You guys are good.
I actually love that emote.
Battle pass.
Whoa.
No, the rabbit's emote. The Bobo. GG's, lovelies. GG's.
Nice.
And the last question comes from Jad. The floor is yours, Jared.
What? Huh? Am I asking a question?
No, Jad is
It's a question
asking
for
you
us.
one big question.
Oh, 3JAD, or Jad? Okay, yeah, Jad. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to digest that. Maybe it could be Ultimate Edition. I need more time to think about what you're trying to say. If you're on Discord, just tag me in like a suggestion or something, so that I can digest that a bit better.
All right. And
Alrighty,
that will conclude our evening for tonight, guys.
It's fun.
It was absolutely so much fun.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you guys want to say anything for the people?
Oh yes, I'm making a comment. Right, here we go. There we go.
Let's go. Okay, good. Anything else?
All right. I would say this is awesome. And we're going to keep doing this with a different streamer host. But boss, you've been awesome. I appreciate you hosting.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We powered through, even though she was sick. Let's go, baby.
I know, right? Props.
Total goat.
I will definitely be going to bed after this.
Yeah, it's been great interacting with you guys and answering your questions, and I look forward to the next time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so stay tuned to Twitter because we'll make sure to announce it as soon as the next patch is out.
Right. Yes.
Yep.
That's right.
All right, lovelies. And thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you guys later.
Have a good one, you lovely
See you in the
people.
next one.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Kraken. Alright, well that was it for that. That was awesome. Like Jared said and everyone else, we are going to be doing this every single update, so I appreciate you guys tuning in every single time, both to the actual host, but I also stream it myself just because I can. And I'll be able to go through this and answer any questions and ask any questions. So if you guys have any questions, you can DM me anywhere, whether in comments here on this video, DM me on Twitter, at GwenMatt, DM on Discord. I believe I have the my Discord for feedback in my channel description, but if it's not, I'll put it there. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video at any point, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help us get to our goal of 150. We are 11 away, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys did. And with that being said, let's get back next time, shall we? Good gaming, all.